Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our 4-episode Emergent actual play, Emergent Dawn of the Next Generation. We are on episode 2. I'm going to start by doing a brief little recap of where we were last week in a second, after I go around and have everybody introduce themselves, say where people can find you, who you are, what you do, pronouns, and also who you will be playing today. And this time I'm gonna call on people and we're gonna popcorn. So we're gonna go based on the order that people are on the screen, with Neon last. So first we're gonna jump it over to Matt.
Hey, hello. I'm Matt, he, him pronouns. Thank y'all so much for having me. You can find me everywhere as Improv and RPG. I'm so excited. Y'all, I've been thinking about this all week. Oh my gosh. But I'm gonna be playing Lee, the hospital worker with necrometry powers who's overworked, very, very fatigued, not enough sleep, and now he can talk to dead people. So I'm very excited. I'll pass it over to Monroe.
Hey y'all, I'm Monroe. I use he, they pronouns. You can find me online at Monroe pretty much anywhere. I'm a game designer, writer, sensitivity reader. I was actually the sensitivity reader for Emergent, so excited to finally be playing. And I will be playing Ruby, who uses any and all pronouns, who has the floralist power. So I basically get to be Poison Ivy, and it's awesome. I'll popcorn to Cait.
Hello, I'm Cait, she, they pronouns. You can find me across all social medias at HandsCait, and I'll be playing your friendly local Apex cheerleader, Veronica Nicole, uses she, her pronouns. Neon.
Apex cheerleader is such a statement. Yes, the top of the food chain, the cheerleader. Hi. I mean, yeah, it's what you are. Absolutely. Apex cheerleader. That is a chilling image. Hi, everyone. It's me. It's Neon Graffiti. Nice to see you again. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm playing the human-made monster Carmilla Wolf. Punk extraordinaire and your lovely flesh shaper this playthrough. I'm also here on behalf of Logomancy Media. I would like to welcome all of you to the second episode of our Saturday streams for Emergent Dawn of the New Generation. Episode 2. Electric Boogaloo, perhaps?
We'll see.
But aside from that, all the streams that happen on these Saturday shows are raising money for the Trans Lifeline. So if you haven't already, go check out our Tiltify and check out the donations there. There's multiple different tiers. You can donate what you like. But if you donate $25 or more, you can get your own copy of the Emergent Rulebook. Just be sure that when you're doing that donation, include your email so we know who to send it to. So come check it out, donate if you can, and if you can't, maybe find someone that can. I'll take any support for this organization from anyone, even if it's your grandmother or maybe your dog. Doesn't matter.
And if you donate, how much is the donation to make you drink spicy things
It's
and make you feel
$100.
pain,
It's
Neon?
$100 for me to drink spicy things. And that is going to be amazing for me when that happens, if that happens. So if you want to see me suffer and get the spicy burps on stream, come donate $100 and I will explode.
We appreciate you doing it for charity, Neon.
Always.
And I am Quinn. I use any pronouns. I will be your GM today. I'm wearing my official Emergent shirt, and I'm really sad that the logo is just slightly too far down for it to be seen, so I'm going to show it off really quickly. But I'll just look like I'm wearing a black t-shirt all stream. It's fine. You can find me on Blue Sky and Blue Sky only at QuinnBeckham27, where I talk about this game a whole bunch, and also a bunch of other things that I do as an actual play performer and game master, like I am today. So, introductions out of the way. we are going to briefly recap what happened last time for you all and for our audience. Our story our story started with a bit of a flashback to all of you as children at a funeral, where you were hanging out in the daycare section, went outside to go to the playground, found some weird gooey stuff on the ground. One of you ate it. Don't eat the floor snacks. And then followed that trail into the woods where you saw a monster and a bunch of teenagers doing physics-defying superhero type things until the monster was dead. And then you sort of faded out of that memory/dream into your first day of your senior year of high school. Fairly normal first day of school, lots of hearing the syllabus in class, couple weird kind of twinges of a memory from the dream that you completely forgot as soon as you woke up. And then you had your last class of the day, environmental science, where you all happened to be paired in a group with each other, odd coincidence there. And you had your very first assignment, going outside, finding plant samples, getting out in nature, until you found human bones laying on the trail, which led into a very interesting, weird, and fast sequence of events where all of a sudden you were fleeing down the mountain, getting in your car, it got very dark, a storm started, you almost hit a person with your car, but that person then took off their skin and turned into a tar substance-like creature with mouths all over it, and then chased you through a neighborhood where Carmilla busted through someone's fence, and you all heard a loud noise and like a flash of light, maybe lightning from the storm, woke up on a black sand beach, saw a bunch of people in their like late 20s hanging out and like playing beach volleyball or something like that. And then you woke up on Tuesday in your homes, like everything was perfectly normal and fine, which it was. And some of you had weirder things happen to you than others, but everyone had something a little weird and a little odd happen. For our audience, one thing that you all missed was off screen, we had our players take stress and make strain checks. Stress in Emergent is a mechanic to track how stressed you are, much like in real life. When stressful things happen, you start to get stressed and you have to cope with that. And in Emergent, we have mechanics for that. You roll against your strain resistance to see how well you are handling your stress. And if you're not handling it so great, you start to have some unhealthy coping mechanisms come out. So all of our players actually passed their first strain check, except for Neon. So Carmilla has taken the frustrated strain effect. Don't worry, there are ways to clear that. Also, much like in real life, you can clear your stress and strain by spending time with people that you care about, engaging in recreation and in your hobbies, and inspiring each other through your words, and in this case, through spending inspiration points to encourage your friends that you're going to get through this. So we'll see if any of that happens today. Exactly where we had left off was Tuesday morning. You were all at school. You're getting ready to head to your first class of the day. Everyone was sort of at their lockers, grabbing their books, starting to get ready. And we left off specifically with Ruby, who had opened her locker and found a composition notebook that they had never seen before that fell out of the locker onto the floor with the word Emergent written on the front of it. We're going to leave that for a moment and we'll get back to it in a second. We're going to jump over to Veronica instead to start, who you were at your locker. You get there in the morning. Your odd experience this morning was that you pulled your door off of the hinges this morning in your room, just to remind you. You currently don't have a door attached to your bedroom.
It's fine.
It's fine. It'll get fixed later, I promise. Somehow. You might need to call Carmilla, because she works at a construction company. She can come fix it for you. And thankfully, when you are opening your locker, you don't break it. You put your combination in. You've had to be focusing pretty hard all morning on not pushing your strength too much, not breaking things. You feel just maybe you just had a really good workout yesterday, except you didn't work out yesterday, so you're not really sure where this is coming from. But you put your coat in, you open your locker.
Mhm.
There's nothing unusual. It's just your books. You start, taking out the books you need for your first period class. You close the locker, and as soon as you close the locker, you see standing, who was standing kind of behind the open door, leaning on the lockers, is Mark. Mark, he is your on-again, off-again ex. Just the most classic, typical picture of a, average jock football player. He's a white man with very distinct facial features. He thinks he's very good looking and he knows it, and he puts that on. He's got that kind of air of very cocky confidence about him. He's got brown hair with maybe a little too much hair gel in it, and he spent a little bit of time styling it this morning. And he doesn't have his jacket on that you gave back to him, though. He's actually holding the jacket out in front of him with the cigarette burn that was put into it that you didn't know about. You had not known about the cigarette burn that was in the jacket, but he's kind of holding it up to you and showing you that. And as you close the locker, he just sort of, looks at you holding this up and goes, "Wow, babe. I mean, I knew you were upset about our breakup, but I didn't realize that you'd turned to smoking. Are you okay?"
Do I look like someone who would smoke, Mark?
I mean, you never know. Breakups do things to people. I know how distraught you've been.
So distraught, I can hardly eat or sleep.
Well, I know that this wasn't you. I mean, you also don't know how to hotwire a car and move it. And he looks over. I think Carmilla's probably just arriving.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You're not as late today. I'm gonna give you a pass and say you got there a little bit earlier because of how your morning went. And he looks over to. I think people on you have a bit of a reputation on campus. I think it would be known that you could hotwire a car, and then the fact that your motorcycle was in his spot, I think he's put 2 and 2 together.
I also tagged his car.
You did do that. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, he knows 100% that it was you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he he kind of looks over in her direction and then looks back to you, Veronica. And goes, "I know we're not together anymore, but you got to be really careful about the kind of company that you keep. Just looking out for you."
You should be more careful where you park your car. I heard someone tagged it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the principal about that. Actually go to the school administration, because we can't have people tagging cars in the school parking lot. No one will feel safe to drive to school anymore. What if that had been a parent's car?
I don't think they would have parked in that spot, but...
Spot doesn't have anyone's name on it.
Are you sure? Did you check to make sure it wasn't tagged in the parking spot too?
Don't think that someone tagging the parking spot counts as owning it.
I think it does. Pretty sure.
Well, you can keep thinking that. We'll see what the school administration has to say about this.
That's okay. My mom's on the school board, so I'll just make sure it's fine.
I think he knew that, but he kind of forgotten it. So he gives you a bit of a look, and then swings the jacket kind of over his shoulder, and gives you a long look, just kind of quietly for a second, he's contemplating. This wasn't exactly I don't think you've had a clean, neat breakup with him ever. So this wasn't exactly the cleanest or neatest of breakups. But I think in his head, he's already kind of scheming, and he gives you kind of a knowing look, like he's like a you'll be back kind of a look. And then he's just going to kind of nod at you and be like, "Oh, I'll see you around." And
Yeah, keep it chill.
turn
Limp
and walk
Dick.
away. Is that in character?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. I think he's going to not acknowledge that being yelled at him, and kind of walks. So he's got his whole like posse of football guys who are sort of just waiting there awkwardly for him. I don't know what popular people in high school do.
Yeah.
But just kind of like crew of football guys who was waiting for him. And they turn and they kind of like gather around him, and you see them like kind of like patting him on the back and being like, "It's okay, like we'll, you'll get our back," kind of a thing, and they start to walk away.
I just turn and look at you and I'm like, did you really have to take his car too?
I don't know. You took my spot. It's been my spot for the last 3 years. Like, everyone knows that that's my spot.
Fair enough.
And to be fair, every now and then somebody's got to take him down a peg.
True. I can't fault you for that one.
I mean, how many of like the drama kids has he given swirlies to at this point? And it all kind of balances out in the end.
You didn't like, if we were like walking to class, like you didn't, I don't know, have anything weird happen this morning, right?
Actually, I was going to talk to you about that because weird things definitely did happen. And I'll like reach into my jacket pocket and I'll pull out one of the quills that I took out of my wall. And I'll hand it to you. Anyway, that, if you'll believe it, came out of me.
Do you need to get that looked at?
No, I do not. Because, look, I am a woman of very few fears. Medical professionals are one of them.
That's so valid.
Look, I mean, I'm assuming your parents still make your doctor's appointments at this point. Do you make your own?
No, I just take care of it.
Okay, well, maybe I can't do phone calls. They're so anxiety-inducing. I don't understand why I can't make phone calls. This is, you know what? Actually, forget it.
So you grew spikes?
Yeah. I think they're more like quills.
Huh.
But
cool. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I'm normal now. No quills, quill free. We're fine. We're normal. I'm assuming then if you asked, you also had something weird happen.
I kind of maybe just like pulled my door off.
Old house.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, bad hinges.
Yeah, bad hinges.
That's fine.
Yeah, nothing, I can. I mean, I have work after school, but I can come by afterwards and fix it if you'd like.
Yeah. No. Sure.
I'll have my tools and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, the less people know about quills and door removal powers, the better.
Yeah. I have like a perfect attendance record, so maybe we should. Wait, you're on time. Have you done that before?
No.
Just on your shoulder.
Sucks.
I'm proud of you.
Actually. Class. We have class to get to. And we should probably talk to the other two.
Yes.
Yeah, speaking of, as you two were having this conversation and interacting with Mark, Ruby, you were left off looking at this composition book that had fallen out of your locker that you have never seen before. What are you doing?
I think he is processing the fact that it's a whole composition book. It's not just like a slip of paper that anyone can just slide into a locker, and
Yeah.
it takes a second just looking at it
Mm.
and slowly crouches to pick it up, and then just looks at the outside, kind of flips through the pages.
Yeah. Just as you flip through the pages, you see, there's lots of different, you're seeing like text as you flip through the pages. You think you see a page where some people are introducing themselves. You do see a couple of times the word, you see a couple words kind of like really stand out at you, like monsters and superpowers. Is there any particular, do you want to stop and read any of it, or are you just kind of casually flipping through it?
I think she's still kind of on edge from like that weird dream. So is just like looking back and forth, like if anyone's noticing, just flipping through it. And then I think doesn't read it, but slips it into his like book bag.
Okay. Yeah. Well, perfect, because as you start to look around, you do see someone coming up towards you, in fact. Right, like, while you still have the book, before you've slipped it in your bag, you see that Marisol is approaching you. Marisol is, you know her, you've been friends for years. She is tall, lanky, about 5'9", has short curly hair, currently emerald green. It changes very often. She has medium brown skin, and right now she's just got like jeans and a baggy hoodie on. And she is just, kind of like casually walks over to you. Hey, Ruby, hi, how are you doing?
I've been better. Had a really weird dream, but that happens first day of school.
Yeah, I'm sure just like first day of school nerves, right?
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah. I'm super excited for band practice. First band practice of the year after school today, right?
Yeah, I gotta admit, I didn't touch my flute as much as I should have probably this summer, but
Yeah, I probably could have practiced more this summer too, but time goes by really fast. Felt like summer was short.
yeah, it was really weird. I At least we get to hang out more, like regularly again.
Yeah, no, totally. I know, like last year we would practice together sometimes after school and hang out. Did you want to, maybe we could hang out and practice after band today if you've got time?
If I've got time, I'll have to see. I might have something come up, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. No, just let me know. And she kind of clocks for the first time the book that you're like we're in the process of potentially holding and putting away. That doesn't, I think your books and your stuff, from how you've described, you're very neat. Everything is color coded, everything matches. And this is like a beat up plain black composition book with tape on the edges. So it doesn't quite look like one of yours. And she's just kind of like clocks it and notices and just like, oh, what's that?
Oh, it's just a book that I found the other day. I was just I'm not really into like fiction as much as
Yeah.
like, so I new reading. It's just a cool book. I don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, that sounds cool. If you're into reading and like maybe looking for more stuff to Reed, maybe we can hang out and like do homework and stuff too. I know we did that a lot. We did that a lot last year. I don't know. I feel like we just didn't see each other enough this summer.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My family was traveling so much and dealing with a lot. So, but yeah, I'd really like to hang out more again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know, and I wish we had more classes together too. I hate how our schedules worked out, but where's your first period class again? Maybe we can we're gonna be late if we don't head over there soon, so we could head to class together.
Yeah, and I just shoved the book into my bag, and not sure what to do with my hands because like I want to take her arm, but I don't. So I'm just
like awkward, yeah.
Yeah.
Awkward moment. She also looks like she doesn't know what to do with her hands or her arms. There's like a little bit of like a moment there, and then you both just start walking, I think. You're not in the same first class, but you're like, your classrooms are near each other in the same hallway. So you're able to walk to class together. What is Lee's morning like? Because you so far have had a very interesting morning.
Yeah. So Lee, after seeing Mr. Kumar and hearing that Mr. Kumar had passed, Lee goes to a coffee shop and gets like the red eye special with like 10 espresso shots because he's thinking maybe it's I just didn't get enough sleep. I gotta lock in.
Yeah.
And so
stress, hallucination,
exactly,
lack of sleep. Yeah, you work at the hospital. You know what can happen to your brain when you don't get enough sleep.
Absolutely. That's gotta be it. And I'd say like it's one of those situations where he gets there, he has like maybe a normal order, which is just a black coffee, but this time it's a little out of the ordinary, but he'll try to tip as generously as he can because he's like, okay, all right, I need some good karma here because whatever's going on, I'm out of it. So let's get back on track.
Yeah. The barista gives you kind of an odd look when you don't order your normal usual. It's one of those, I don't think like you're not close enough where the barista knows you by name or anything. Also, they're not paid enough money to particularly care.
Yeah.
But they know enough that like, oh, you're a regular and you normally get the same thing. So when you come in and order something different, there's like a little bit of a pause, but again, they're not getting paid enough to care. They make your drink and they see that you tip well and they, good enough for them.
Yeah.
So you get your I'm assuming like your large sized multiple espresso shot drink. Yeah.
It's like maybe noticing the odd look, he'll just be like, dead people, right? And then walk out.
That gets you an odder look that like what? And then they just go back to
I'm sorry. And then I go faster.
Oh my god.
Dead people, am I right?
Dead people, am I right? Yeah, you think as you leave, you see two of the baristas maybe like kind of being like, what was up with that? But they go back to work pretty quickly. You could probably say just about, it is early morning in a coffee shop. So it's probably like rush hour. There's lots of people going and getting coffee. They don't have time to stop and ponder every weird teenager that walks through the doors. They're like, maybe that's what the kids are saying these days, even though they're like in their early 20s. And like 3 years older than you. The new slang that they suddenly feel very old and very out of. They're like, wait, are we not hip anymore? And they're like 23.
Are we not hip?
So yeah, I'm gonna say you get to school maybe a little bit later because you had the detour and you got detoured when you saw Mr. Kumar and then extra stop off at the coffee shop. So you're probably arriving like just in time to make it into class in the morning.
Great. Okay. Yeah. I think that at this point he's probably finished the drink, and pretty jittery.
Yeah.
But I imagine that like every time he sees anyone,
Mhm.
he's just like maybe squinting a little harder just to make sure, just to be like, okay, all right, I recognize this person.
Mhm.
Okay, we're good. Everyone seems to be alive.
Mhm. Yeah. Thankfully, you don't. Again, it's not a huge school, so there's definitely people there you don't know. But everyone there looks like they're a high schooler. They look either familiar or vaguely familiar. You're
Yeah.
not seeing anyone out of place or walking through
Mhm.
walls, so you figure you're safe.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. And with that, everyone gets to their first class, gets seated. I'm going to say this morning, I know you all do have some classes with each other, but I'm going to say this morning you all happen to be in completely different classes. And for everyone else, it's a normal day of school. It's the second day, so all of a sudden, you're starting to hear talks of homework and things getting busier. It's your senior year, so it's very much a fast transition from like day one, we talk about the syllabus. Day two, okay, you're in class now. If you're in AP classes, AP exams are coming up. Have you figured out what you're doing for college and where you're going? Do you have, your entire life figured out? You better have it figured out right now. So the pressure of school hits very rapidly. And yeah, does anyone have anything they want to do during class, or we will skip to your first break of the day?
Nothing for class. However, I am going to shout out all the ampersands. Thank you, all the ampersands, for donating $60 to the Trans Lifeline. This incentive reward includes a dice reroll times 2 and a breaking news. So stay tuned during the break for a fun message from ampersands.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And yeah, make sure if I forget about the dice rolls, Neon, you're in charge of reminding me.
I have them here beside me.
Perfect. So we will then, speaking of break, we'll skip through to you guys. You have a, really brief, like 15-minute break in the morning. And then you'll have lunch, obviously, later in the day, or like 20-minute break in the morning, like a little brief in between classes kind of a time. Does anyone have anything they want to do? Do you want to? I know there was some talk of trying to find each other. Do you want to wait till lunch for that? What are you guys thinking?
I would like to go to the garden area real quick.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. You know where it is because you're in the garden club. It's fairly empty right now. I imagine maybe a couple people go over, like other members of the garden club might go over there to sit and like have lunch. But I don't think there's anyone there right now.
Okay, I'm going to walk up to one of the plants and just touch it.
Okay. Are you trying to do something? Or are you just seeing what happens?
I kind of just want to see what happens because the plants looked bigger this morning in my room.
Did,
so I want
yes.
to see if something just...
Okay. Happens. Go ahead and make me a D8 focus roll, please.
Focus. Let me see. Yeah. Remind me which.
Where remind you which?
Is it a D6 or a D8?
A D8. D8.
D8. Okay.
Yeah.
I got a 1.
Okay, I'm assuming that
3 levels of success.
Okay, perfect. So it has to be a success of some kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, you touch it, and nothing happens just from touching or putting your hand on it. But what happens on a success is you feel something like click into place in your mind. You woke up this morning with this sort of odd sense, like an intuition-y, sixth sense type of feeling that you never had before. and it was like just there, but just out of reach. And as you focus on feeling into this intuition and feeling into this sense, you snap into a level of control over your abilities where you realize if you try to do something to this plant, you can, but it's not going to happen without your active control over it.
I try to focus on just making it grow just a little bit.
Yeah, it does. It does what you want it to.
Okay. I think that happens, and then he immediately runs back into like the rest of the school. It's like,
Yeah,
okay. And just like runs back to whatever class she needs to go to.
Anyone else have anything they want to do this morning?
I think, like, Veronica probably would have enough of a network to get everyone's phone numbers for the rest of the group.
Yeah.
And start a group text.
Yeah.
And just, because I have the pictures on my phone of, because we took pictures of the bones. That's still on my phone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is, yeah.
I
And
think
you have everyone's numbers because you exchanged numbers during class. So you have everyone. I think you already have a group chat because you are a project group.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Hey guys. You're doing great. It's okay, Veronica's blonde, it's fine. She didn't realize till after. She was like, oh.
Oh yeah.
Just sends that into the group chat for the project and it's just like, hey guys, not a fever dream. Just everyone good? Question mark.
Carm responds, first message, wow, ... Second message, she texts like an old person.
God.
Mostly because her phone is still an old flip phone. She doesn't have like a touch or like a full keyboard. She has to like hit the numbers multiple times.
Just the sidekick.
Yeah, it's the side.
Keypad?
Yeah, I have the full keypad, but it's the sidekick. And then, yeah, I hope it wasn't just a dream. Period. Jesus Christ.
What you'd see from Lee is just okay. You'll see the bubble with the dots, and then it disappears.
Yeah,
and then it appears again, and then it disappears. Because he keeps like starting to type, but he's so amped up that it's like he just goes like on and on and on. And, like initially, it's like, oh yeah, I saw this thing, someone that I knew from the hospital, but then they're dead. But then I went to the coffee shop and I said dead people to them. And I don't know, they must have heard me, and now I can't go back there anymore. And then it just keeps on like backspacing because I'm, oh no, they're gonna think I'm weird if I send that. Oh no, I'm typing this too. What am I doing?
Just the ghost emoji comes through.
The paragraph continues.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say you never send, like the whole break goes by and you never send anything.
No.
It's time for class before you actually are able to type out a message that might be mildly coherent, and then like the bell rings and you're like, oh shoot. Okay, but does anyone want to respond to Carm's message?
Oh, it's to the group chat.
Yeah.
Ruby just sends a text that says, so monsters, huh? And then I think kind of probably like takes a picture of the notebook and sends it into the group chat. And then just doesn't text anything else.
That's it, no context.
So she's dealing with the plant thing.
Yeah.
Carm responds, : dash ampersands question mark.
I just send the open book emoji. The typing is still popping up the bubbles.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. The whole time you guys are doing this, there's just like you can see like Lee typing and then not typing, and Lee typing and then not typing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, your break goes by fairly uneventful. Again, this is just like your short break in the morning. You guys go back to class. I'm going to say that we are now at the class period where, as we have established, Carm, you and Ruby have a class together, and Veronica and Lee have a class together. So, interestingly enough, that happens to be... It's one of those schedules where, like, your day is different every day because high school schedules are weird and bizarre in order to complicate your lives even further than they already are when you're a teenager. So it's like different timing every day of when you have your classes, but today, conveniently, you guys have class with each other. So you are, yeah, everyone in those groups is seeing each other for the first time this morning. I think, Veronica, when you see Lee, I think that they are physically shaking because of all of the caffeine, like a little light jitter going on.
It's like walk in, I like purposefully sit in the seat in front of them and like have another thing of juice, and this time like a mandarin, and I was like, I was gonna tell you just to sleep and I would take notes for you. Set them down.
Oh no,
But
I
you
can't
seem
sleep.
a little caffeinated. Are you good?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Everything is fine. I didn't see a dead person. It's okay.
Oh, buddy, and I'll just like put my hands on your shoulders. Maybe we don't say that we've seen dead people in front of people. Are you sure you're good?
You know, I think I'll be okay. I drank a lot of coffee, but you know, it'll go through my system quickly. How are you doing?
I haven't broken any more doors today, so good.
You broke a door?
Yeah, I kind of just, I like imagine this is like quiet while the like classrooms are always loud when you first walk
Oh
in.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick. Congratulations.
Okay, that might actually be kind of cool, but also it was mildly terrifying.
I could see that. I've never broken a door before, so I mean, I consider that to be an achievement.
So, has anything else happened before, like after you saw the body in the woods? In her head, you said you saw a dead person. It's like, oh, it's the bones.
So I saw someone, and then I called and I found out that they were gone. And look, I think that, you know, I just need some more sleep, and everything will be fine. Everything will be good.
Yeah, sleep will fix all of that.
It'll fix everything. It'll fix all of my problems.
Maybe don't chug a ton of caffeine. I can cover notes for you in this class if you just need to sleep anytime.
Look, it's okay. I've got you this time. You can sleep because I'll write with both hands right now.
Yeah. Okay, well, why don't you try that today, and we'll keep that as a thought for next time.
Yeah,
Okay,
sounds
perfect.
good. Thank you.
Just like sits down and is like, oh no.
Carm walks into class and like uses her foot to like kick the chair out from underneath the table, and like is just like sits down, puts her legs up on the table. God, gum, Ruby.
Like, are you offering or asking?
Yeah, would you like some gum?
You know, yeah, I will take some actually.
For sure. I can't fucking believe this. Firstly, my body's wrong. Secondly, Mark. Oh my, can you fucking believe this guy? He has the gall to approach Veronica this morning and just like attempt to berate her. Like, oh, you'll be back. Fucking fuck this guy.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. We all know that.
Jesus.
So you said your body was wrong?
Yeah, I ooh. And she'll just reach into her jacket and like slap one of the quills down on the table. My body is wrong. I don't have time for this. I don't have time to figure out that or this or Mark. I don't have time. Mark.
Ruby just casually, well, kind of, yeah, just casually picks up the quill and like, where did this come from?
Hands.
Drops it on the table.
Yeah.
Like Wolverine style, like.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Also under. Like here. Yeah. I wasted half an energy drink. It's on my kitchen floor. That's for some reason carpeted. Who carpets a kitchen floor? What the fuck is wrong with people?
Kind of just gestures like wants to put their hands on your shoulder to calm you down, but also isn't sure if you want to be touched at the moment. So it's just
it's just it's fine. It's fine. I'm sorry. What class is this? Is this like math? I'm asking out of character at this point.
Sure. Math class.
Does the teacher have a name?
The teacher can have a name. The teacher's name is... Consult the list. Teacher's name is Jamie Green. That's your teacher.
I'm sorry. It's Green. Yeah, I'll quiet down.
I mean, this isn't something weird happened to me too, but it's not like yours, so I kind of feel bad.
What happened with you? Because I know Veronica was stronger than she is. She pulled the door off its hinges this morning on her way out.
She pulled the door?
Shh, not that loud.
Sorry. So I garden plants. I can make
plants.
I can grow plants.
You can grow plants.
Yeah.
Hold on. What fucking sick joke is this? I have quills growing out of my body, and you get to grow flowers? What the?
See, this is why I said
I'm going
I feel
to the bathroom.
bad.
If you like get up and just like announce that, like there's a moment where the teacher is like, like you need to like ask to, you like ask for him. But I think that the way that you're acting, kind of the reputation that you have, the teacher's kind of like, she's here and doesn't really care and lets you get up and go.
I just go for a walk.
Yeah. You're going to come back probably like the teacher's going to give you a look when you get back into class because you were gone for like 15 minutes. And you probably get a little talking to after class, but you're not doing anything that out of character for you. So it's kind of a little
teacher,
like...
Yeah, the teacher does the like talking, like you can't just like get up and leave. And I go, sorry, I was on my period. It got out of hand.
Yeah.
The cramps are bad.
Yeah. With different teachers, that works different ways. If you try that with a cis man, they will immediately let you get off the hook for that. Your teacher is cis woman in this class, so she is more of the like sweet, like, oh, like I completely understand if you need, you need to go to the nurse. The nurse has a leave and pain medication and heating pads and things. So she takes the more
It's-
like, if you need
it's
anything, there's stuff there. You can always go.
I've got Tylenol in my backpack. I'm good. Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
Good. It's important to always carry Tylenol with you.
Mm-hmm.
Ruby feels guilty the entire time.
Very fair. Sorry, like when I sit back down too, when I come back, I go, sorry, Rubes, I didn't mean to blow up on you like that. It's just a lot.
No, and it doesn't feel fair. Like apparently I grow plants and your body is
I'm a monster now, I guess. That's fine. Ibuprofen?
I'm good.
Okay. For the record, out of character, Karma's not experiencing period cramps. She's just tired and sore at all times.
Yeah. Makes sense. You work in construction, you have a difficult job, and yeah, now you do notice, like, again, you felt it a little bit this morning, but anytime you focus on your body, it just feels weird. It feels like it might be stretchier than normal, or like you could move your joints in ways that you can't normally move them.
I think halfway through the class, Ruby, you look over and Carm legitimately has her finger like all the way backwards. Because she's given into like the temptation of like playing with it, and she's like,
Ruby looks over and she's like,
yeah.
How are you doing that?
I don't know. It just kind of is.
Yeah.
I think I can do it with my toes. Sorry.
Yeah. Teacher's in the middle of like giving a speech as you're doing this, and just kind of keep, you're being really disruptive today. So now, you get a little bit of grace, but you get a little bit of a glare as well of like, shh, in the middle of talking. But the class does come to an end. You have one more class, and then it's going to be lunch. So you all disperse for a moment, going about your next class. But now it is lunchtime. This is going to be your longest break during the day. And do remember that you all have things happening after school. I know, Carm, you already mentioned you have to work. Let's see. Yeah, Lee, you have to go volunteer at the hospital. Ruby has band, and Veronica has cheer. So even though it's only the second day of school, things are kicking off strong. So you do have things happening later in the day. So lunch is going to be your biggest break period. A couple of things happen during lunch. You walk out into walk into the cafeteria where people are sitting around having lunch. It's very just picture your own school cafeteria, or a school cafeteria from a movie. It's very standard. Big room, lots of tables, place where you go up and order food. There's definitely it's high school. There's some segregation based on popularity and cliques. So when you walk in, you see the football guy's table where Mark is doing the thing where he's standing with like a leg up on the bench and like leaning in and telling, stories to the football guys. One of them has a football like tucked under their arm. One of them has a different football, and they're like passing it back and forth across the table, and they'll do that until it gets in someone's food and they get yelled at. But also, the really interesting thing that you notice, despite Mark coming and having all of this bravado and show to you this morning, Veronica, is that now that it is lunchtime, you see Sherry Lee. She is a shorter, petite Asian girl with very short black hair. And she's on the dance squad. So she is actually the captain of the dance squad. And she is over with Mark at his table. laughing at his jokes and kind of like leaning into him a little bit. I feel like this has probably happened before, where he has, you guys have broken up and he's moved on very quickly. Other things you guys see as you enter into the cafeteria, you see Marisol. You guys, again, don't have a ton of classes together, so you have not seen her again. But she pretty much immediately, she's kind of like your shadow. She just kind of go everywhere that you go. She doesn't have a ton of other friends, since she's a little bit, around most people, she's shy and quiet. Around you, she is not, since she knows you so well. So she is kind of going to be like looking for you, and when she sees you, she waves and is going to go over to you. And other than that, the only other thing that's going to happen is, Carm, you get a call on your phone. And you answer the phone. You think it's John, your boss, like your direct boss.
Mhm.
You can't be sure because there's a lot of Johns at
There's a lot of
Construction Business Ltd. And they
all
all
sound the same.
So you have you have his contact saved as John parentheses boss. So you do know that it's him when he calls, and you know which John you're talking to.
Yeah, they're
it's,
numbered 1
yeah.
1 through 16 or something.
1 through 16. Yeah, you answer and it's hey, Carmilla, just making sure you are able to come over right after school today. We got you on the
I'll
schedule.
be right over. Yeah.
Perfect. We got a kind of emergency last minute request this morning. Someone
Fence repair?
Yeah, actually, how did you know?
I drove by it on the way into school.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, someone had their back fence like completely busted through.
Yeah, I saw
Must have
that.
been like a wild animal or something, because nothing was stolen or vandalized.
My
but-
bet's probably the football guys. Probably lost their ball in the backyard.
And broke through the fence. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're gonna need to add that to our workload for today, so we're gonna be a little bit busier than normal. So if you could, make sure to just get here right after school. We do need you on that. We're gonna be, a little bit busier than we were planning on being today.
Yeah, no problem. I'll get there as fast as I can without speeding.
Perfect. I will see you after you're done off school.
See you, John.
And that's all. Just letting you know about the fence repair.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell John I say hi. And I'll hang up after telling him. Just tell John, but no specification on which one.
He will tell all of the Johns that you said hi. Yeah. Okay, so what are the rest?
My 16 dads.
What are the rest of you all doing with your lunch?
Like walk right behind Sherry, and just loud enough that she hears is just have fun, rebound, and keep walking.
She doesn't dignify that with a response. I don't even think she turns to look at you. She just like, you see her kind of like straighten just a little bit, like, yeah. So she she heard you because she like physically reacts. But she's not going to turn and dignify that with a response.
I am going to, once I've have my little tray of shitty high school cafeteria food, I'll walk past the football folks and I'll go to where Veronica is sitting, and I'll be sure to sit closer than a normal person would.
Right next to her, yeah.
Yeah. And like just kind of sit and lounge a little bit. I have like my apple off of my lunch tray, and I'm just eating it and like kind of like doing the like nonverbal like across the room, you're a bitch, Mike. Like, just the like as challenging as a person can be with like only eye contact and vibes. And a little bit of the like, I'm a little bit too close to the girl that you're obviously not over.
Heck yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to say that you two, just for the sake of I'll leave it up to you, because Veronica, I feel like you are pretty popular, but do you want to be hanging out with your friends, or given the morning you've had, do you want to kind of have a table to yourself?
I feel like she's so used to just being constantly around people that it would feel weird to not be.
Yeah.
And just like waves people over like normal and just is like, yeah, no, Carm's great. Come join.
They give Carm kind of like a look, and Carm has a reputation around school.
Yeah.
People aren't used to hanging out with her, but you also have a reputation for being very friendly and opening and welcoming. So people are like, okay, maybe she's like, taking this one under her wing and it's gonna be fine.
Just wait till the makeover montage.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Great teen movie ever.
The makeover montage is Carm is pretty much the same, but has false eyelashes on this time.
Perfect.
Like everything
Progress.
is the exact same.
Right. Well, does anyone have anything they want to do during lunch? Do you guys want to meet up or talk to each other? Just hang out with your friends? Go about your day as normal? What are people thinking?
I think Ruby will, just because it's a shared experience, won't talk about it, obviously, because other people are around, but we'll sit with Veronica and Carm,
Okay.
with Marisol following.
Marisol follows you.
Yeah.
Is a little bit
yeah.
nervous to sit at a table with like so many people, so sitting a little closer to you than maybe a normal person would. But she always follows you around. So
Yeah.
Is Lee also gonna go and join them at the table?
Yeah. I have an idea. Like, you tell me if I'm going too far here.
No, go for
but
it.
I was thinking, like, when you have too much caffeine, at some point you crash.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'd like to say that it's been a few classes, and we get to the point at which Lee is normally like, okay, I need some food in me. And so at the end of that last class, he's fallen asleep. And he's like, his mind is trying to process, like, okay, what's gone on? Did I talk to a dead person? And then I'd like to imagine that he's woken up by someone with a really old accent. With someone like that's just like, yeah, like,
Yeah.
hey, Sonny.
I've been cleaning this school for the last 50 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Lee initially is like, oh, I'm sorry. Let me get out of your hair, and he like packs up his stuff. And when he goes to leave, he starts to think, wait a second, I've never heard that voice before. And then he turns to look back in the room, and there's no one there. And there's just echoes. And he's like, oh. But at this point, like, he's still got the bags under the eyes, but he's moving a lot slower now without the high. And he'll show up to the table, and he'll just plop his bag down, and sit down, sigh, and just say, I see dead people.
No.
at the table full of cheerleaders.
Oh, shoot, I'm at the wrong table.
No.
I'll be right back.
No, we're all here.
Okay.
Lee, do you need to take a nap? I think you're a little sleep deprived again. Immediately trying to like cover it up with like concern.
I just took a nap. And
I think you need actual sleep.
I was going to say, not a long enough
No.
one.
Yeah.
I mean, technically we have afternoon classes, but like if you need to get home, I don't know if I can trust you to drive right now, but I can get you home.
Just want to go take a nap in the back of my Jeep?
Or that works. The Jeep is a fairly comfortable nap spot. Or if you want to breeze the motorcycle, solid nap spot too.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it. I just it's been a lot. So I'll just grab some food, and I'll like put it in my bag just in case.
Okay. So you're gonna go take a nap. The question is, do you think that Lee is going to sleep through class? Like, do you think you're gonna just fall asleep and stay asleep for the rest of the day? The rest of the school day, at least?
Probably.
Probably.
This has been my experience. If I go to sleep in my car, I'm gonna sleep in my
You're
car.
gonna stay asleep in your car.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Can I get you to make me a suspicion roll?
Yeah.
So suspicion roll is for when you miss an activity, you show up somewhere with a lot of like physical damage to you. You're just it's do people think this is odd or unusual? Are they going to clock this? So the way that this works is the roll depends on how you're trying to get out of the thing. So whatever, like, are you going to make some kind of excuse? Basically what I'm gonna say is you don't make an excuse ahead of time. Like, you just you go to your car, you fall asleep, but end of the day you wake up and you're like, I missed all of my it was the end of the day, so you only had maybe like one more class left, but you missed your last class of the day.
Okay. Yeah.
We're gonna say. So you then have to go back to the teacher and try and like get the homework and get notes from the class that you missed. So how are you going to try to explain this, you think, to your teacher that you just second day of school and you already missed class?
It's gonna be a mixture of both the truth and a lie,
Okay.
where he's gonna be like, "Hey, I'm so sorry. One of my favorite patients at the hospital passed away, and it was they called me to let me know, and I was a wreck. I went to my car and I couldn't handle it, and before you knew it, class was over. I swear I'll make it up. Whatever you need. If you need me to wash your car, or I don't know, if you need scans done at the hospital, I'm sure I could get you in. Whatever, please don't kick me out of school. Please don't expel me."
Okay, that is you got a fairly convincing. I will let you decide, actually, I think, because of that, if you want to roll deception or persuasion. Because again, technically you're not lying, but there's a little bit of a lie mixed in, so I'll let you decide based on your stats.
I'll do
and just-
deception.
Okay.
I think the lie is
Mostly
gonna.
a lie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a D8 deception check then. And you just
Okay.
need to pass. You don't need any degrees of success here.
Okay. I failed.
It was a really great, really convincing speech. But the teacher just kind of sighs and kind of looks at you and it's like, Lee, I know you work at the hospital and I think that's a great volunteer opportunity, going to look fantastic on your college applications. But they kind of give you a look like they don't really fully believe your excuse. Again, you tried to lie and it seems like they see through you. Like you put on a bit too much of a show, I think. You over exaggerated it. And they're not going to say that, but there's kind of like give you a disapproving adult look and just say, we really do need you to be in class. It's only the first week. You're taking a lot of AP and advanced classes and you're going to fall behind if you miss. So just, it's okay if you need to take breaks every now and then, but do try and be in class. And they don't buy your lie, meaning that you are going to take suspicion. The way that works, you have a suspicion score on your sheet. Your max, because I'm looking at your character sheet, is 4. So you currently have 1 suspicion. If that ever gets to 4, we'll come back and that's when problems start happening. You can take suspicion up to your maximum.
Okay.
So 1 for you is not that big of a deal. You are overall very trustworthy. You have a good reputation, so
sweet.
You're not going to get in trouble right now. But
thank goodness.
You might later. I think with that, we're going to say that for the rest of you, the school day just ends. The rest of you have a very interesting lunch period at this table with a bunch of cheerleaders, Veronica, Carmilla, Ruby, and Marisol, who I don't think is a group that normally hangs out. Yeah, and Carmilla's just
I'm staring down like the entire time.
Yeah, the whole entire
I'm like
time.
engaging with the table, but like It's the like, fucking do it, you bitch, do it, step up.
Yeah. Mark doesn't do anything all of lunch, but he's definitely he's got a very loud voice that carries, and you can hear him like telling okay, I don't know what popular people do. They're telling stories about football games, and did you see that play that I made at practice? And like, again, they're still throwing the football back and forth inside in the cafeteria until a teacher yells at them. And yeah, I imagine because Lee is not there and other people are, you guys are not talking about any of what's happened to you during lunch. So we're just going to go ahead and skip to end of the day. You all have your various responsibilities to do. Anyone have anything they want to do during the course of their responsibilities?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I am at work, and I'm fixing up this gate and stuff. I have my own set of tools that I keep.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I have my own little tool belt, but I'm making sure to like grab a few of the extra hinges and a few of the extra like wood screws, so that I actually have materials for later.
All right. Anyone else want to do anything while they are at their various responsibilities?
Yeah. If there's, I'd imagine that like Lee would, after recognizing, connecting that it's real, he could see these things, he could do this now. He starts to think like, we saw the bones, but is there anyone that might have gotten hurt by something recently, something similar to what we heard about that was brought into the hospital? And I'd say he'd probably try to ask some of the people, especially at the in the emergency room, if there was any weirdnesses.
Yeah. No, definitely. You have, again, we've already established you have a pretty decent relationship with the lady who works the front desk, the sweet older woman who already talked to you earlier today. So you go in and you ask if there have been just any emergencies, odd cases, things that stand out, things that are unusual. And the answer is no. There hasn't really been anything unusual or out of the ordinary. In terms of injuries that have been brought in.
Okay. Thank you, Glenda. I appreciate you.
Oh, of course. She, gives you a smile and tells you to have a good shift at work. Or you're volunteering. I think she probably calls it work. It's basically a job.
Yeah,
all volunteering and unpaid labor is basically just free, free exploitation of minors. We don't need to get into that. You're being exploited for work so you can get into college, so you can do more work. What? Anyways, yeah, you don't, there's no unusual injuries.
Okay.
That you are hearing of, which might be encouraging in that no one is being injured, or it might be discouraging in that no one is surviving to talk about it. You're not sure.
All right.
This happen again. The way that time in Emergent works is it's broken down into sequences. So you all have a sequence, which is like 1 or 2 hours of responsibilities. But then some of you get done with your stuff earlier than others. So Ruby and Veronica, you guys are done with your stuff before the other two. Is there anything you want to do with your free time?
Kind of want to go find Ruby, knowing they're going to be done sooner.
Yeah. And you guys, your activities were both on campus as well. Carmilla and Lee both left campus, but you guys both had after school on campus activities. So you could even meet in the parking lot.
Ruby, hey, I had a thought, which is terrifying, but you know how, like, I'm assuming there's like not a lot of people around us. So like
no.
the thing that we saw, the not a man. Do we want to go see if there's anything like that sloughed off of him up there still?
I mean, I don't want to, but we probably should.
I mean, like, we got time before, like, okay, so I kind of tore my door off earlier, and Camilla's gonna
Yeah,
come
Karn
visit,
told me about that. Yeah, that's wild.
and my sister has a sleepover tonight. It's like, my house is empty. If we needed to, like, talk about what the hell happened.
Yeah, so I and kind of can't verbalize, so just pulls out the book out of his book bag and it's just like, so this was in my locker. Yeah, like in my locker. And there's stuff about monsters in it, so I think it's important.
That's cool. Yep, we're gonna add that to the list of the whole group should see this.
Yeah, but listen, I plants grow.
Yeah, they do.
No. Sorry. I'm still processing. I can make plants grow.
Okay, cool. So growing things, seeing dead people and spikes, and I tear doors off just now. Cool, that's what we needed on a Tuesday, right?
Right? Yeah, no, I don't know what we're gonna do. I feel like monsters, powers, this feels like we should do something about it, but we're also teenagers. So like,
I mean, it can't be harder than trigonometry.
I think he's just
that was what broke Ruby.
Yeah, that is what broke Ruby. Sure. And kind of gestures to your car and is like, we should go.
Side quest.
Go. Yeah.
Hobson. I'll text the group chat what we're doing before we leave because we're smart.
Yeah.
And as Veronica's driving, Ruby's like more thoroughly flipping through the book.
Okay. Yeah, you flip through the book, and I'm going to say that you flip through this time, and like since you're going more thoroughly, you land on one of the earlier pages in the book, and there is a whole little paragraph, like right on, like right when you open up the book, that I'm just going to read to you directly out of the Emergent Core rulebook. It says, I don't know who you are, but if you're reading this, you've probably realized by now that you have superpowers. Little ones, sure, not like your favorite comic book heroes, but you've got them. Maybe you faced your first monster. If you haven't, yeah, monsters are real, and they're coming for you. Best get prepared. My name is Ash, and I'm an Emergent. You probably don't know what that word means, but you're one too. Long story short, monsters are invading our world from another dimension. They break into our world through a supernatural barrier called the Verge, and the shattered pieces of that barrier have latched onto you. Now, you've got superpowers, and you're the only ones who can face them. I know you're scared. I know you're confused. I know you're probably asking, why me? So did we, and unfortunately, we never got answers. All we got was a call to be something greater than ourselves, to protect people, to face the darkness. My friends and I were just like you, and we had a really rough time with our first monster. We're hoping you can have it a little bit easier. Not easy, but a little better. We've written everything we know about the Verge, monsters, superpowers, and, unfortunately, the shadowy government agencies that want to kidnap you and turn you into a living weapon in this journal. Read through it, commit it to heart, and you and your friends might just make it out of this alive. We believe in you. We know you can do this. When you're ready, read on, and we'll teach you how to be an Emergent. And with that, my second dramatic ending on the word emergent. Watch and see if I can do it every single time we take a break on this stream. We're going to go to our break, and we will be right back.
Okay, folks, we're going to take a break. We'll be back. Oop, I tossed you to break a little too soon. We'll be back in approximately 10-ish minutes, but stay tuned during the break because we have a new thing happening. As part of the Trans Lifeline Tiltify donations and that charity drive, we have a segment called Breaking News. So if you donate a certain amount of money for that breaking news redeem, like our lovely Ampersand just did earlier today, you can submit a comment. And as long as it isn't something horrendous, I'm going to read it during the break. So get your announcements in, plug your things, get little messages out there, and we'll see what happens. So we'll see y'all in about 10. Hello. Ooh, that's very hot. Hello, Logomancy viewers. Welcome to the news break. For this breaking news, we only have one announcement. Like I mentioned just before we went to break, the lovely breaking news segment is by you, for you. So if you have a message to reach out into the universe, if you want to plug the shows that you're on or announce a game upcoming, head over to our Tiltify over at tiltify.com to donate to the Trans Lifeline. Every dollar helps. Today's breaking news comes from all the ampersands. Thank you, all the ampersands, for your amazing donation. Good afternoon, radio listeners. Remember, all constabulary are beastly. Stay safe. Toot toot on the flute. With that, don't forget to check out the Pocket Dragon Pub going forward through March for Women's History Month. They have a special going on for Femme GMs, highlighting women's voices in the TTRPG space. With all that, good night, listeners, and we'll see you after the break.
And we're back! Welcome back, everyone, to Emergent Dawn of the Next Generation. We have followed our players through a average, ordinary, normal school day? ? Nothing's happened. They went to school and had classes. It's been fine. There was at least one dead person, and also plants can grow. That's nothing out of the ordinary. Plants grow all the time. And there's dead people everywhere, clearly. We are now picking back up. It is after school. Our characters have done some of their responsibilities, taken care of some of their after-school activities and things, and Veronica and Ruby are headed out toward the scene of something that happened to them last night to investigate and see what they can find. As they're doing so, Ruby found and read... Did you read that to yourself, or do you think you would read it out loud to Veronica, that little paragraph in the front of the book?
Oh, I would have definitely read it out loud.
Okay. So you both got to hear from Ash, who is describing her experiences with monsters that she fought and mentioning shadowy government agencies that want to turn you into weapons, having superpowers, all the keywords that you'd heard and a couple keywords you hadn't heard before. Yeah, so you read that out loud.
That's not like an actual thing, right? Right?
So we saw a thing last night.
Yeah.
I think if all four of us saw the thing, I think that kind of means it was something.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be something, but it's something.
But like maybe everything else is correct except the weird government people who want to come after us. right? Like, there's got to be a level of fallacy to everything.
I mean, if we don't know about people with powers, I would assume something had to happen to them.
See, that doesn't make me feel better, Ruby.
I'm
I'll be
not
so
try-
real.
I don't think I'm trying to make anyone feel better. I think I'm trying to be realistic because we have powers.
Maybe it's just that my Pilates class paid off.
You took a door off its hinges. I can make plants grow at a rate they're not supposed to.
Yeah. I did almost heat a girl today at cheer practice, but it's fine. We caught her.
I'm sorry. All I can imagine is the Team Rocket like, twing. Like she's gone now. She doesn't exist.
It's when you basket toss someone a little too close to those metal rafters, and you're like, "Oh no!" It's fine.
Oh my god, I have gardening club tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe don't.
I mean, it's not like I just touch a plant and it, like,
Just goes.
Little Shop of Horrors, but
Do you think you could?
that'd actually be pretty cool.
Honestly, what a great way to get rid of bullies. Just plant them.
Just Venus flytrap them.
Hey, it's a solid option. And
It
we
is.
should remember that if there's a monster chasing us in the forest, again,
Yeah, I mean, I can make them grow a little. I don't know if I can do that yet, but it'd be really cool to try at some point. Not today. I don't want to try that today. I'd rather not.
yeah, no. Maybe not when we're by ourselves in the middle of, like, objectively nowhere, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, so speaking of, where exactly were you wanting to go to where you almost hit the person? Or back? I'm assuming you don't want to go back into the woods.
Not into the woods, because we
Yeah.
were driving
Yeah, like down
out
the
and
path where you were
almost to
driving.
town. We were by the
Yeah.
elementary school when
Yes.
Yeah, I want to go to where I went off the road and we watched it, like,
Take off its skin.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
De-skin? I don't...
I think that's the formal technical term for what it did. Yeah, de-skinned itself. Yeah, so you are able to, again, you're kind of going like a little bit out of town. You are going away from the high school on this sort of a long road that leads, if you were to keep going, to the parking lot and then up into the woods. And you're able to find pretty easily, actually, where you ran off the road because there is still, it's not rained. It seemed like it stopped raining at some point in the night. You're not sure when because you don't remember all of Monday night. But there is still some mud along the side of the road, and there are still like tire prints embedded in the side of the road where your car must have been hanging out. So you're able to pull over off the side of the road. And I'm assuming what you guys want to do here is investigate a scene.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in Emergent, investigation is a really big mechanic. When you investigate a scene in particular, you are going somewhere where you believe, have reason to suspect, or in this case, know for sure, that a monster was active. What you can do once you get here, you get out of the car, you look around, you can make any one, there's tons of skill checks here. It depends on what you want to do. You could make a perception check to just kind of look around for general clues. Streetwise, to get an overview of the scene and try and put a timeline together of what happened. Not really relevant here because you know what happened because it happened to you. If there were any remains of victims, you could make a science check. If there's people who saw something, you could try and talk to them. Again, you are the people who saw things. If you have a power that might be helpful, you could use that here. Though I don't think either of you do. Or something else. Tell your GM what your plan is, and I will tell you what to roll. So, what in particular are you guys looking to do here at this scene?
I do want to look for like any remains of
Mhm.
anything that could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm hoping that it left something behind that is like we know is like this is not a normal thing to just find in this area to be like, hey, here's evidence.
Yeah. I'm gonna have you both go ahead and roll me D8 perception checks because it sounds like you're just both gonna be looking around. Or if you want to, you can each make your own check, or you could potentially assist each other and just make one easier check. So the assistance mechanic in this game, if your skill is at least half of the skill of the person making the roll, you can give someone advantage.
Mm-hmm. Do we just want to both roll?
Yeah.
Because I kind of almost want to like climb on top of my Jeep to get like a higher
Look
look
around.
down.
Yeah.
And I'll probably be like on the ground, just like
On the ground.
looking. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, both roll for me.
Perception.
It's not
1 degree of success.
1
Okay.
degree of success.
Okay, perfect. So the first thing you notice immediately upon arriving here is that the skin is not here, which is
Oh, I feel about that.
potentially concerning. Yeah, you're not really totally sure how you feel about that, I think is correct. It would be really, if it was here, it would have been noticeable immediately if there was a human-sized skin lying on the ground, but there's
Oh,
not.
God.
There's not. You don't see that. So maybe that's a good thing. You, Veronica, you get up onto your car and you can kind of look and see the route that you guys took last night when you were running from
Mhm.
this thing. Actually, really interestingly enough, you look over toward the street and you can see the house where you broke through the fence, and you see a truck, pickup truck that says Construction Business Ltd. And you're pretty sure that Carm is over there repairing the fence.
I like zoom in on my phone and just send them a picture of their own truck like a weirdo. Anyway.
I don't look at my phone because I'm on the job.
The other thing that I'm going to say that you see is you can see what you think might be the path, because you know the monster kind of went around and cut you guys off while you were climbing fences and breaking fences. You think you see the path that the monster took when it was running after you, and you also think that it looks like potentially, as you look around, you don't see the, I mean, the monster ran into the street, so you don't see any like tracks or trails in the road. But what you see when you look the other direction is it looks like potentially the monster might have come back to this site and then gone a different way, because you think you can see like a trail kind of disturbed going through the grass in the schoolyard. So you think maybe it went off that direction. What you're thinking potentially is that it might have come back to get its skin suit to put back on itself, is what you're piecing together from looking around here. Yeah, zipped it right back on. Meanwhile, Ruby, you
I
are
feel
bent.
pretty.
You are bent down and looking around in the grass. What you were able to find is, you remember the monster had this like, it looks like gooey, like a kind of tar-like consistency to its body, and it does seem like it might have sloughed off a little bit of itself, possibly. There is a like black, again, very like thick, viscous looking, solid, liquidy type of stuff stuck in the grass.
Hey, Veronica,
Yeah.
I found something and it's really gross. And he pulls out, because he has his makeup bag with them, and pulls out some tweezers
Nice.
Nice.
and just plucks it from the grass.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, I have something you can put that in. I'll like hop off and like go into my cheer bag and like, like those like post-workout wipes you
Yeah.
used to have that were in like a little plastic like sealed thing. I take that and just like dump them out, and then I'm like, here, you can put it in here.
Oh, thank God I didn't have anything to put it in. I just had this. I just sets it.
Yeah, you have a feeling that there's not much more you can do with this right now, but
Mhm.
your school has a science lab. You could potentially break into it a later time.
Closes it
Yeah.
Yeah.
tightly.
Yeah. Ruby gets a sticky note from their bag and just writes evidence on it and sticks it on.
It's like pretty like daylight still, right? Like we still got time.
Yeah. You still have time, yeah.
So I could see where it went and where it came back for its outsides.
Mm.
And I think it went, and I point the direction I saw it going after that. Maybe. Like, we could just, like, go take a peek really fast.
I feel like we should. I don't want it to just be the two of us, but if I don't want to
super
wait.
fast.
That's, you know what? Fair. We just a peek, and then we're out of here.
Perfect. Okay.
So you follow this. It's not really a trail or like a
Mhm.
path. It's more just a place where it looks like someone has walked in. Again, the ground is wet here.
Yeah.
Still, or not like actively wet. It rained here last night, so there was some mud, and you can see some footprints. What at this point look like just normal people footprints going in a very straight line, just straight towards you. It actually is going away from the suburban area. Like the suburban area is behind you, and this is going into a little bit more of there is some shops and some little stores, little coffee shops, and it becomes very hard to find the trail once you get out of the grass. So I'm gonna have you both go ahead and make me streetwise checks, as I'm gonna still kind of count this as it's still a scene. I'm guessing from the facial expressions you might not be great at that. Because you're pretty sure you're gonna lose the trail. Like you're getting into a different scene now, and there's not as easy. It's easy to follow footprints in grass. It's a lot easier to follow where something went when you're on like concrete and cement.
D8
Yeah.
still?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything rolled against this monster will be a D8.
That's right. Okay.
Don't worry about it. 6 levels of failure.
There's no crit fails in this game. You're fine.
Yeah. I also rolled an 8, so that's also 6 degrees of
Perfect.
failure.
Weird that it went this way, right?
Yeah, once you get over here, you don't think you can keep following the trail, but it does seem like it is potentially odd that it didn't go further into the residential areas, but rather came over here. But nothing is standing out to you as to why or where specifically it went.
Well, I can't tell. I can't tell where it went.
No, it's just walked in the city. I guess it looks like a person if it picked up its skin, though.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I don't like thinking about that. Just
I don't even want to. Do you think? What if that's what the person looked like that we found the bones?
I didn't want to make that connection, but thank you.
You're welcome.
I would hope. I only hope so because then that would mean only one person has died.
And we know what they look like. See, this could be easy.
I love your enthusiasm.
Thank you. It's my best quality.
One of us has to be optimistic, and I'm glad we got this. Everything will be fine.
We got this.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
I will
awesome.
say, if you guys want to, I'm letting you get away with a little bit more than maybe I would normally let you do, but there's only 2 of you here. I'll let you guys do one more thing for this sequence of time if you'd like. And it can be like in the car as you're driving. Have you communicated to the others that you want to meet up? I know.
Yeah, I
Okay,
sent
okay.
the text when we left school.
Perfect. So it is getting closer to the time when you would meet up with them. But I'll say, it can be in the car. You can start it now if you'd like to. You can do another way of investigation is to research. And research does not have to mean academic books or, going to the library. Research can also be looking on social media, seeing if anyone is reporting any, hey, I haven't seen a friend or family member in a while. So you don't have to do like formal research for it to count as research. You can do social media, are people on Reddit talking about strange things that go bump in the night type of research if you'd like to.
Oh yeah, as Veronica's driving, Ruby's on their phone just looking up.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and for that this is like interpersonal type of research, so it is a society roll. Same difficulty as the monster, so D8 society.
That is 2 levels of success.
Okay. Yeah, you are able to go ahead and do some social media sleuthing. You get online, you go on Facebook based on the year that this is taking place in. Facebook's still a big thing.
Yeah.
And what you're able to see is a couple of different people. You're actually able to track down someone. I'll say that what you get that's most useful to you is that you do track down someone matching the description of the person who you saw. Like you saw the skin suit before the skin suit got ripped off. And it did have a very distinct tattoo, if you remember, sort of like on the side of the neck running up to the face. And so that makes it much easier to identify. Because you kind of have 2 pieces of information. This was a hiker, most likely, because they were in the woods with some very unique tattoos. And you actually find a hiking group. There are hiking groups on Facebook of people who hike together. And in that sort of hiking group forum, that's what that's called, you see that someone is talking about the fact that their hiking partner is missing. And it seems like someone's hiking partner and also romantic partner. It's someone talking about her boyfriend, person that she's dating, hasn't been answering his phone, went off hiking alone the other day. They're worried that he is lost, missing. In particular, mentioning worried that he got lost in the storm that hit very unexpectedly. And lots of this is easy to find because lots of people have actually been talking about this. It looks like the park rangers have been involved and sending out rescue crews because again there was a very sudden onset storm that hit and people are very concerned that this person is missing. That's what you find first, and that leads you on a trail of finding and realizing that the park rangers did go out into the forest today while you all were at school. They found a pile of human bones that were in the forest. It looks like the police have gotten involved, and it looks like other people have started talking about missing family members or friends. In fact, you find 3 other people who are currently reported missing in your town. And you find that the police in the area that you guys just were, the sort of more businesses and coffee shops part of town, the police are reporting a crime scene in that area and asking for anyone who has information to come and talk to them. There are no specific details about what they found that are listed. They are not saying what they found. They might not want the public to know what they found.
So about there only being one body.
Do I want to know? How bad?
There's like 3 people missing right now, and the rangers and the cops are involved, and yeah, we're gonna be fine.
I mean, maybe they just like see it and then they just take care of it, right? That's an option. It's not an option.
It's not an option. No.
Cool. Where did it happen? Downtown? We like take a detour. We take the scenic route back to my house and we drive through downtown to try and see if anything is like actually like, oh, that's where something's happened.
Yeah. I'm going to instead of making you make a new roll, carry this on the streetwise that you both failed earlier.
Yeah.
And to say that no, you're not seeing anything. You would have to come back maybe with the others and look around a little bit further to
Let's
try
try.
and find anything here. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you are able to get back to, you're going to your house. Like you said, your sister's at a sleepover. Your brother's off at college. So you and your parents are working still, working late tonight. So you're going to have a couple of hours of having the house to yourself. And the others know to meet you here. So I'm going to say the four of you, you guys arrive first. Carm, you get off work. You're heading over. Lee, you get off of your volunteering shift. You have a text. Carm, you also have a text of a picture of your own truck, which is interesting.
Yeah. I respond to the picture of my own truck, which I'm assuming is a direct message from Veronica.
Yeah.
Yeah. I respond, damn, didn't know you had a thing for John.
Just who's John?
With like a little winky face.
Winky face.
Who's John? My boss. ...
Just get the
And all of your coworkers.
emoji.
And all of my coworkers. Actually, you don't get my boss. You get everyone. ...
You just get the confused emoji. Shoulder shrug.
I'll explain it later.
Right.
And I drive the van back to head base, and then grab my
Take your
bike and head
motorcycle.
over.
Yeah. All right. Lee, how are you doing now that you've rested and slept? How you feeling?
Lee is feeling great. He's gonna go get some regular coffee.
Okay. The same coffee shop or different?
Same coffee shop.
Same coffee shop.
Yes.
Okay. You walk in. It is different people by now. They don't have that long of shifts, so they have traded out shifts for the afternoon staff. So you get no weird looks because these people don't recognize you.
Great. And Lee's gonna note, okay, I can still come here in the afternoon, evening.
All right, you grab your just normal black coffee and head over as well.
Absolutely.
And you're meeting at Veronica's house.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Who's the last one to get there?
I'll leave it up to the two of you.
I got coffee, but...
Yeah.
I had to go back to the office and grab my bike, so I think coffee is
Pull it at the same time.
Exactly.
the same time. Sure.
Yeah, all I'm saying is that Veronica and Ruby get there first, and then the two of you arrive shortly thereafter.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Hey. What, no coffee for the rest of us?
Oh shoot! I'll be right back.
No. I was just making a joke.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
I'm
let's
sorry.
Get in there.
Yeah, let's do.
Bing bong.
It's 100% exactly how it sounds, wildly enough.
Actually, no, your family, if I had to make an assumption, it'd be the like ding, 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 ding.
We have one of those like really rockers. No,
Yeah,
it's like
huge
100% in my head. It's the Cullen's house from Twilight is 100% the vibe of Veronica's house.
Absolutely. So many windows.
So many windows, which could be really bad or really good. I'm just like, open the door. Oh, you guys made it. I have pizza in the oven.
Hey. Oh my god. Thank you. I am
famished. The best.
Is also you'll notice when you open the door, Karma's still in like her work stuff, so she's got like her overalls on, and she's wearing like her like sports bra underneath, but no shirt, and then she's got like her tool belt, like it's still like leaning to the side a little bit because it's off weighted because the hammer and tools are mostly stacked on one side.
Say less.
Didn't bother to change.
That's fine.
I mean, I gotta take a look at that door anyway.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
I mean, I don't have to, but I can. And like, it's better if people don't know that you know that you have the ability to break doors off of hinges.
Yeah, fair. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like lead them in like the kitchen area.
This is nice.
Yeah. Do you want a green juice?
What the hell is a green juice?
They're super delicious and they're super good for you.
Does it have like vegetables in it?
I mean, yeah, fruit too, though.
Yeah, sure. I
like open. We have like the two fridges. One is just for like drinks. Like I have like a green juice
my
out.
gosh.
The most stereotypical what you think would be in her house. Yeah.
There's a part of me that's so tempted to make you roll some kind of check, Neon, for how well you're able to drink this, but I'm not going to. You react how you think you'd react to green juice.
It has a lingering spinach and pineapple.
It reminds you of something. It like there's little twinge in your brain that it reminds you of something, but you can't quite figure out what.
Thank you, Raiders. Thank you, Tales Archived, for joining us. We're rocking the new Emergent system, and we are currently all at Veronica Nicole Winthrop's house discussing what we've learned about the monster threatening our house. Additionally, thank you, Matt, for plugging the Fates plug in there, but check out our Tiltify because we're raising money for the Trans Lifeline. So we're helping out the trans folks down in the United States who are dealing with adverse marginalization and borderline just government-based assault and subjugation at this point. So go check it out. There are redeems, including making me drink hot spicy things or getting your own copy of the Emergent rulebook. Be sure to include your email when you're donating so we know who to send rewards to. Thank you so much.
All right, well, yeah, you drink your green juice.
I don't think I've had a vegetable in a while. I forgot how bitter they are.
Pulls out us like a bowl of like salad that's ready to go and sets down as I also go to get like the pizza out of the oven. I'm like, well, you're kind of out of luck here. And it's like sets the salad down.
I mean, yeah,
it's bullying you into eating vegetables.
Thank you for the food. Thank you for the food.
So, Ruby.
I want to say Ruby has just been sitting. I would assume on like at the island that's in that giant island in the middle of this kitchen, on one of this bar stools, just like so short, just kicking her feet with the book, with the Emergent book, like on the just like watching this interaction, just like absolutely fascinated.
Is there pineapple in this?
Yeah. Apples, pineapples, pears, spinach, a little bit of kale.
Kale. What the hell is kale? Isn't that a person?
I mean, yeah, they're one of the cheerleaders. I don't know why they're named that, but that's besides the point.
It's
It's
like
sort
a
of like
lettuce,
Kaylee,
kind
but
of.
everyone just calls
Oh,
it
okay,
Kaylee.
like a lettuce. Okay.
Kind of.
But spicy.
But spicy. It's that really frilly,
Do you want some dried
kinda-
kale? Go some pull some
Is it-
dried kale cupboard.
like kale chips, like those kinds of. Yeah.
Carm will never turn down any food that she is given, no matter how bad it is.
I promise the kale chips are less scary than the secret government agents we have to worry about.
What?
We have to worry about what?
Oh. And then Ruby kind of just holds up the book, just like, so powers, like in every great comic book means that the government is after us.
That's fairly standard. I didn't know off the bat, but I figured, but I didn't want. But yeah. The government, right? The government. Shit.
I've told so many people that I've seen dead people.
You gotta stop doing that, man.
You gotta not.
You do
Please-
see dead
please
people at
tell me.
work, just not. Don't say you see like ghosts. Maybe
That's true. Okay. Yeah.
Please tell me that the fact that you're holding a coffee in your hands doesn't mean we have another set of baristas who are mildly concerned for your well-being.
No, I didn't tell these baristas, thankfully.
Okay. The government. Anything else? I assume since you took the photo of my van, you were over down at the area where things happened.
Yeah, it came back for its skin.
Okay.
But
I mean-
it left a part of it behind and kind of pulls out, opens up the container and just
Interesting.
it's pretty gross, and then closes it.
That is. Do we know what that is? Is it like a rubber?
I don't know. I'm afraid to touch it. And but because I am in the gardening club, I do have access to the science room. So I can do that at some point.
Okay.
So
I mean, I have some things on me too. I have my tools and stuff, and I know I have some crazy glue and caulking and other things. There's some epoxy and stuff that I have. We can see if it reacts with any of those substances. Maybe we can catch it in a giant fly trap. I don't know.
If it got stuck though, wouldn't it just pop out of its skin?
You're right.
I don't know that I want to watch that one happen.
I mean, look, you all watched it from the car. I was
Hey, I told you to get back in.
I was worried about him. He seemed lost. And you almost hit him with your car. So.
But I didn't. It's a very important distinction.
But maybe
you
we
didn't hit him with your
should've.
car. But
and then
maybe
Ruby
we
realizes
should've.
she said that. So never mind.
Honestly, I thought about flooring it forwards instead of trying to floor it backwards to get us out. I did have the same thought, so you're valid.
I mean, maybe hitting it with a car is the way to go. Maybe it's
Fair.
the God, what's the oobleck? Is that what it's called? The non-Newtonian, non-neutronian, the fluid. It's
Yeah,
hard
liquid
when
solid.
you hit it, but it's soft when it's not.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Wait, can you bring the sample out?
Yeah, and she opens it again and takes out the tweezers and and just presents it to Carm.
I'm gonna I don't know. Is there like do you have like a thing, like a surface? Do you have like a cutting board that you don't care about?
Yeah, I go to the weird thin cupboard door and I pull it out with those sliding ones and it has like cutting boards and pans in there. I pull out an old one. Here you go.
Here, if you will, and I'll hold it up for you to put the piece of the monster on.
Yep.
You
And
want the
just
whole thing or a little?
plops it.
I mean, I don't know.
Well, how big is the piece that we found? I should.
It's not that big. You have like it's like a glob,
Mm-hmm.
like a little. It was small enough to be stuck in the grass to where you couldn't see it till you were leaning down looking in the lawn.
Okay, then yeah, just like kind of with the tweezers, kind of cuts off tears a little piece off
Yeah.
of it.
And I'll
Puts it
put the cutting board down on the table, and I'll reach into my tool belt and pull out maybe a hammer or something and give it a little like smack. Does it like
Oh,
like goop wood, or does it like stay in its shape?
no, it reacts pretty much like goop would. It seems like you can hit it.
Alright.
It's a little more solid than you would expect from like true goop, but it seems like it is hittable.
I mean, it's not ethereal. It can be hit.
Acid. Can I go like dig out a lemon and cut a lemon in half and like squeeze lemon on it?
Yeah, you
Do
absolutely can.
anything?
It doesn't seem like that does anything to it, no.
Well, we're not fighting it with lemons, guys. Sorry, I tried.
You tried. You did your best.
Maybe an actual acid that's not just
I think I might have we use it all the time for like dissolving glues and stuff.
acid.
It's just like a small vial. It's in like a little squeeze bottle with a very fine tip, and it's meant for like removing excess glue from the outside of a glued joint or dowel hinge that you've like battered in. Drop a little bit of that on there. It's stronger than your averagely viable acid.
Yeah. No, you can do that. Again, it does seem like nothing happens. It doesn't seem like it really reacts.
Okay. So acid is a no. Oh, this is gonna be weird. And
if you guys want to, the way that the mechanics work for researching an artifact is around making a roll. If you want to just, I would, as much as I would totally sit here and watch you guys spend 35 minutes just testing everything in this entire kitchen. If someone wants to make me a science roll, I can let you find something useful.
I'll try to make a science roll.
Not me.
One of the two smart people.
Yeah, as hilarious as it would be to watch you do this for the next 45 minutes.
Smart people up there, got it.
Yeah. Smart up.
All right.
Us down. Pretty below.
3 levels of success.
3 levels of success on the science check. Amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, I am gonna say that this is kind of just you don't have any scientific tools, you're not in a lab. I'm gonna say you guys kind of just process of elimination your way through this. And it is even though you're the one who made the roll, it is a bit of a group effort. But I'm gonna say that you're the one who finally, since you have more of the sample actually, I think you can kind of take it and like you're like, okay, we're going for it. We're just going to do it. Why not? We're just going to mess around with this with what we have. And you can kind of cut it into different chunks and sort of do different things with it. And one of the things that you guys have the idea to expose it to is ice. You put it in the freezer and you realize that it's kind of gooey. When you put it in the freezer and make it colder, it shatters. It seems like it is much more vulnerable when it is cold.
Hey, I don't know if this is a real thing, but Lee, the hospital has like a cold room for storing like samples and specimens and organs, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think maybe? Because like, look, I'm just assuming that we have to fight and kill this thing because who else? I mean, who else? We're superheroes, yay! But if we can maybe lead it into the cold room, we might have a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing better would be like a walk-in freezer, but I don't think anyone works at a restaurant.
I'll see if I can figure out how to get access.
We have that at least. Now we just have to figure out where it is and how to get it there. Which
Yeah.
Veronica and I tried, but we couldn't. We kind of lost its trail.
No, it went like back into like the business district of downtown, and it like there was a thing you saw on Facebook, right? There was another
Yes.
crime that had happened or something.
Yeah, so actually 3 people are missing and the cops are involved. By the way.
Also, one of the missing people is the guys who had the bones in the woods.
So the bones belong to the guy that the monster looked like.
I think he took his skin.
Yeah.
Skin suit. Dude, if this wasn't incredibly stressful and time consuming, this would make a great movie. Like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, yeah? Like that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stephen King would eat this up.
Absolutely he would. Or maybe we like trust it to a writer who doesn't take like 8,000 pages to tell a story.
But sometimes like slow build's good.
Yeah, but there's like slow build and then there's what Stephen King has. Have you seen the physical book for it? It's thicker
No.
than my head.
I don't read if I don't have to. I'll be so real.
Flash to Ruby, who's been the one reading the entire time.
Ruby's been reading the book, yeah. Which I will say, since you mentioned the book, you do come across something very interesting. So you're getting a much better sense of the book. You're getting a lot more familiar with it now. There are 4 people who introduce themselves. You're actually pretty sure that I know you guys just saw 4 people on the beach. You're fairly sure they are not the same 4 people who you saw on the beach based on the way they're introducing themselves, and I'm going to say their pictures are in the book because their pictures are in the rule book itself. And they're talking about, again, the fact that you have powers now, the fact that monsters are real. And when you get to the section really talking about monsters, which I'm assuming catches your eye and you stop on, it is talking about the fact that these are creatures who are breaking through into our world through a barrier to another dimension. And when they come through that barrier into our world, they are not quite prepared to exist in our world yet. Meaning they have certain things that they're weak to, which you already found out. 1, it seems like this thing does not like cold. But you're able to read and recognize that usually monsters have multiple things that they're weak to. And usually you cannot fight them unless you know those things. It's repeated several times in the book. Don't fight fair. You will not win a fair fight. You also look and see that, I'll give you this. You have the book. You see, for one thing that is mentioned is that monsters don't typically go out during the day. They're typically most active at night when it is dark.
Mhm.
And that you typically have to you have to kind of either, like what you already did is mentioned, like going and observing scenes, going and observing places where monsters have been, but it's also recommended if you can try and watch the monster in action before you fight, if you can try and see it and get a sense of what it does, how it moves, but there's a big old section just about investigating monsters. So it sounds like it is a involved process that you've already gotten yourselves a little bit involved in. Because there is a section, like right after you discover the cold, there's a section on like what's called artifacts. And you're like, oh, hey, artifacts. That's what we just had. We had a monster artifact and we kind of destroyed it now. I think you've used up all of the artifact by pouring random liquids on it. But we tested it and we got answers and we learned something.
One of the liquids is marinara sauce.
Yes.
Another type of acid.
It did not affect the monster in any way, shape, or form, but you tried.
It didn't make it taste any better either.
Stop eating things.
I almost made the joke before that someone should lick it. I'm like, no, it's too on the nose right now.
And you know Carm would do it too. I don't think I've ever run a version of Emergent where someone hasn't licked something monster related. It's fine.
I
Fair
mean,
enough.
look, some traits go from childhood to adulthood. And the put it in my mouth aspect is something that is a constant for Carm. If it's not edible, it's forgettable.
Oh my god. I also want to note that as Ruby's flipping through the book, they are color coding sticky notes to the pages and making little notes on the sticky notes.
Yeah. No, trying to find what's important in the book. And obviously if there's, Monroe, you've read the book. If there's something from the book that you know or note is important, feel free to just bring it up and reference it as well, even if I don't mention it. I'm going to say you're allowed to just flip through and have read as much of it. While all this testing is going on, you're allowed to have read as much of it as you would like to say that Ruby has read.
Yeah, and remind me, are the pages of the powers in the back of the actual book? Or no?
No, the power trees themselves are not, but there is reference to powers. At one point, one of the characters, I can't remember who, is talking about these are some powers that we've encountered people who've had powers similar to this, and they are listing different things. So yeah, you're allowed to kind of read some of the descriptions of different powers, and in there's some that sound familiar. I'll say that.
Yeah, I think she's gonna narrow in on that on those pages and just read. I'm ignoring chat right now because I know what's there.
Smart choice.
And just reads and sees the ones that match what we've been talking about and reads those little blurbs aloud.
Yeah, so you read a little blurb for Flesh Shaper, Floralist, Necrometry, and Apex.
Sounds a little on the nose, I think.
I mean, they could have made a better name.
That's so cool. Oh my god. I'm so okay with this.
Okay. I mean, hold on. So we have superpowers, we have to fight a monster. Do we also need super suits and hero names?
Wouldn't the whole point be to just not be seen at all, though?
I mean, yes.
Suits and weird names, the government's gonna be like, here's some weirdos, we should look at that.
You're right, but on the off chance that somebody does see us, we probably shouldn't be caught, yelling out Veronica, watch out.
Like code names.
Yeah.
Disguises
And code names.
That's valid.
Maybe we just go all bright pink suits. I feel like that is tickling something.
Okay, meta.
It just feels right.
I thought you hated the color pink.
It has its uses.
just looks at Ruby
Ruby's just back into the book, don't acknowledge that I'm here right now. But still peering over the book.
Halloween masks upstairs.
Halloween? Why do you?
Oh,
what
like
kind
the
of-
little like masquerade ones?
I've thrown like a rager for Halloween the last 3 years.
This is true.
that? Yeah.
It's one of the only evenings I actually take off work.
That tracks.
That checks out. Yeah.
What can I say? Love a good costume party.
You guys. Oh, I don't know if they'd be there. The bones are gone. I was gonna say we should have gone back to the bones because if you talk to dead people now,
Yeah.
or
Isn't
what
there a
if the
space
thing?
downtown?
Yeah.
Didn't
What
you
if there's
mention
like a
that?
body? Oh, there wouldn't be a body. They'd take it already. Never mind. But a ghost?
Yeah.
But it
He said
goes.
if there's a crime scene there, I can see if I can find someone.
That could work.
I mean, it's nighttime, but it should be fine. There's like lamp lights.
Yeah. Well, we'll have masks on.
And I have
No.
a flashlight.
Do we? So they come out at night. Do we really want
Oh.
to go out now?
But it's too busy during the day, and we have school. I'm not skipping school. I have a perfect attendance record.
I mean, I'll go.
Not alone. And you need
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I can't like
Lee.
lead needs to be there to talk to the monster.
yeah, I'll go tonight. I just had coffee, so I'm gonna be up anyway.
you're not together. We can go together.
We can. I mean, to be fair, I think Veronica makes a good point. Talking to dead people, great for information, but if the monster does show up, I don't know if like one person who has the capacity to throw hands is going to be enough. Sorry, I dropped my smoke, Veronica. I'll pick it up. I'll clean it up. I promise.
Oh my god, no, my mom's gonna kill me.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I got it. There's like a rag off the belt.
Okay.
Like we just discovered we have powers, y'all. I don't think it. How do you practice having superpowers?
I don't know. I honestly, I've been kind of playing around with mine this entire time at work a little bit. Nothing too serious. I mean, you saw a little bit of it, Ruby. And I'll like
Yeah, that
hold
was
my
gnarly.
hand up and I'll like bend one of my fingers like all the way back, and it just goes.
How does it help you in a fight?
Good question. You have a backyard, yeah?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. What's in your backyard?
Grass, flowers, just a cute like little like koi pond, and then it's just like the woods. Imagine we're on
Is there,
the
like,
edge of town.
Yeah, there's like a tree. Here, hold on.
Yes, there are
I
trees.
think I mean we could just like try to see what we can do. Yeah. I mean, pulling a door off its hinges, I feel like already like strength is a thing for you. Plants you mentioned, Ruby?
Yeah, I can make them grow bigger. Aside from that, I don't know what else I can do with them.
I mean, there's grass out there. You want to go talk to some grass?
We have rose bushes. Grow thorns?
Maybe.
And Lee,
I really don't want to know if I have dead people in my backyard. I'm gonna be so honest with you.
All right.
you know,
But you can check.
I'll try, and then if there are, I won't tell you. Okay.
Okay, I'm okay with that. That is a perfectly okay option.
Can you
with
tell me though?
here.
I want to know.
Yeah, I can
It's just
tell you.
Pet Cemetery.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my god.
We'll head to the backyard.
Okay. You are able to head to the backyard, and it sounds like experiment around with your powers for a little bit. Can everyone who's not Ruby go ahead and give me that D8 focus check that Ruby made earlier? This is trying to see,
Focus.
as you grasp your powers on a more instinctual level,
I got 4, so one degree of success.
Okay.
Got the exact number, 3.
Okay.
I'm failing.
Okay.
It's okay. There's
Then-
still ghosts.
You're not finding anything. You're all kind of trying to tap into this sense of something different about you. Call it intuition or instinct or a sixth sense. There's just something you have innately that you didn't have before. And for 2 of you, it starts to feel right. It starts to feel like something that you know and can control. And this morning, it happened to you randomly, without your control or without trying to activate it. But now you start to bring it under your control. It can work. You can turn your strength on and off, where you're not going to always be worried about breaking things or yeeting cheerleaders into the stratosphere. And you're able to kind of, again, control the way that your body moves. You can make those quills sprout out of your skin. Lee, on the other hand, every time you've talked to a ghost, the ghost has sort of just shown up. You've never been able to summon one or make one appear, and you are still not able to summon one or make one appear.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm going to say that you guys spend the rest of the sequence just testing out powers, meaning it has entered night. You are allowed to still do things at night, but it will cut into your sleep. And sleep, like many other things, is a mechanic in this game. One of my favorite sayings with Emergent is we have rules for that, because we have rules for literally everything. And those of you who have seen the 400-page rulebook can attest that we have rules for that. So sleep is something that you need. It's also in the notebook that you read where it says, yes, you really do need to sleep. Because it says if you don't, it can start to affect your powers. Out of character, if you do not get a full night's rest, you will start to take consequences basically after. You can only go so long without sleeping. So if you sleep a little bit, that's called a nap. If you sleep a full night, that's a full night's rest. If you get no sleep whatsoever, that's called a problem. Just like in real life.
It's called a problem.
So you can continue to do activities, or you can also you risk incurring suspicion if you are not home and in bed at your bedtime, because you're all 17, 18. So, you have a little bit of leeway, but you do still have a curfew, except for Carmilla, because you live alone. You can do whatever you want, and no one will know. But the rest of you still have parents. You still have a curfew.
Just
you do
time
have to be home. So, do you want to go into the night, or do you want to we'll cut to Wednesday?
Ruby will want to go to bed, but will also need a ride home.
Lee also wants to go to bed, so
Lee needs bed.
yeah, if
Lee-
you
Lee,
want,
go to bed.
Lee would
Go
offer
sleep.
a ride to Ruby.
Yeah. Because Carmilla, you do still have a door to fix.
I have
so
a door
what
to
we can
fix.
say
Yeah, that
is-
was going to be the thing that I was
yeah,
going to say. Is I have a door to
Lee
fix.
and Ruby, you guys go home. Carm, you have a door to fix. How does that go, do we think?
I think it goes
focus
fine.
in on that
It's-
scene for a minute.
I think there's like a little back and forth to the side, like saddlebags on her motorcycle for some additional like materials. Ripping a door out of the wall damages the wood a little bit, so she has to take some time fixing the wood.
Hey, I have a wood problem.
I mean, I can fix that too. And just like I think like as she's working, she's like making that like small idle talk about the work to Veronica, just like oh my god, like damn, you really like put this door through its paces.
I've been told I'm good
Like-
at that.
I mean, it shows it. Like I've had to repair like broken doors and stuff before, but nothing quite this impressive, honestly.
Add it to my list of achievements. She's like just
Absolutely, you
lifting
should-
random things in her room to see if she can.
Yeah, absolutely. You can.
Old-fashioned wardrobe, which is like, huh.
So what's the real story with you and Mark? You're on and off again like forever, and then like you don't, because like look, I don't know, I don't know the everything about this, but it just feels like you don't want to be there.
Okay, well, Mark can be nice and
Sure.
considerate sometimes. It's also like, I don't know, I feel like people just kind of expected us to be a thing, and then we were a thing, and our families know each other, and
and this might be rich coming from me, but life gets a lot easier when you stop giving into expectations.
You're funny.
Always the comic. But when that burden gets a little too heavy for you, which I know is ironic considering the amount of everything you can lift now, that is more than impressive. You let me know. I mean, this morning I wanted to take it out on him. I wanted to fucking feed him his own hands.
He's fine. He's harmless. He's just a guy.
He has been like the bully of the school for the last, like, ever since he became the quarterback.
Yeah, true.
Like he got one good thing under his belt, and he went, I'm gonna make it everyone's problem.
To be fair, don't most quarterbacks?
Yeah, and you deserve better than that.
I won't argue with that one, honestly.
I mean, you at least deserve somebody who can handle the fact that you're stronger than them.
She just like doesn't know what to say, and it's just like such a blush. It's like, so the door.
Yeah, it's finished. I just got the last screw in, and she gives it like a few like little test like opening closes. Probably WD-40s the hinges because they're a little creaky. Probably has to replace one of the pins, honestly, but it's not a big deal. Yeah, okay, it's late. I should go to bed. I should head out. Are you good? Good?
Yeah, totally. Just like, I don't know, text to let me know you made it home okay?
Yeah, I can do that. I can I'll text you.
Awesome. Yeah.
Out of character, Veronica, what's your eye color?
Like a pale blue.
Oh, damn. Okay. Never mind then.
This feels targeted. Never mind.
No.
I can't date her actually.
Never mind. I can't date her actually. No. Just kidding. Despite the eye color being incorrect, Carm gets on her motorcycle, and there's a little like wire from the helmet that she connects into that plugs into her, like the aux cord in her jacket that connects to her phone in her pocket. And she like clicks through a few songs before deciding on Brown Eyed Girl, and drives her motorcycle off into the night to go home and sleep.
All right. Well, I think that is a wrap on Tuesday, it sounds like. You're all going to take stress. Today was nice.
Actually, hold on.
Yeah.
As part of the fixing the door is engaging in something that I like. Can I actually remove a stress for that?
Sure. We can count that as a recreation if you'd like, and you can remove one stress. Because you're about to take more.
I like.
Flirting is also part of that, but
the flirting is part of the recreation. Actually, I don't know. I think the flirting might make it more stressful, but not for Carm because I don't know that Carm knows what she's doing.
Not quite.
Not quite.
All she knows is that the conversation was good and it made her happy. So
yeah. I think it was stressful for Veronica because I think Veronica is a little more aware of what's going on than you.
Yeah,
probably.
So, I mean, thankfully not a ton of stressful things happened during the day. The only thing is that you didn't encounter the monster. You did, however, you learned about some additional monster-related deaths. So for that, I'm going to have everyone take a flat 2 stress, since you heard about multiple monster-related deaths. However, Lee, you also missed a class, which is
Yup.
an additional 2 stress, which
Okay.
feels fair given the day that you had. So go ahead and add that to whatever you had, and then on your character sheet, it will tell you the dice size to make your strain roll.
Ooh.
Yes.
I take it you passed, Neon?
Yeah, I got 2.
Okay, you're good.
Okay.
1 over.
Okay.
Can
1
you
over is
remind
still
me
over.
what the strain roll, like which stat I'm rolling against?
Yes, you are comparing against your strain resistance, which is equal to your wit. It's the same thing. So for you, I have all your character sheets open. It's a 2. Yeah.
I have failed.
I rolled a 1.
Okay. Ruby's doing fine. So remember, if you fail, you take a strain effect, which you can pick from any on the character sheet. Go ahead and pick whatever feels the most thematic to you. However, you do also reduce your stress by 1 because unhealthy coping mechanisms are still coping mechanisms.
Oh.
So you're doing something to manage the stress. It's just that something is acting out in a not so great way. So yeah, go ahead and pick, and you can share with the class what strain effect you're going to be taking from your options.
I mean, I feel like I've been mentioning this a lot, and now I mechanically have it. Exhausted. All tenacity and wit skills take a -1 penalty.
I'm gonna go with restless. I just feel like she did not really get a full night's sleep from it. And just today is very like, I need to just be moving. I cannot be still. So I'll regain half the usual health from rest, and I have disadvantage on first aid rolls.
Okay. Yeah, none of you have taken any damage yet, but I definitely I can feel that like sense of like, now you know it's there and you know it's your responsibility to do something. I imagine just going to bed at night, knowing very well that people are probably dying in your town tonight. It's probably very difficult to sleep. I imagine you like lay down and your head hits the pillow and you realize just how many people in your town are missing, and it like clicks like, oh, it's night, and that's when this thing is active. And
My house has so many windows. I'm so aware of it right now, and I'm like, I don't like this, actually.
Yeah, you're hyper aware of every window in your entire house. However, you do all lay down, go to sleep, and you fall asleep and don't have any weird dreams, and nothing weird happens to you during the night.
When I do get home, I do send the just a simple text to Veronica. It just says home.
Home.
You get like the sparkle heart back.
No response.
Perfect.
I'm passed out in my work clothes on my mattress on the floor.
Yeah, in the overalls and the workout bra, 100%. You wake up on Wednesday morning, a little bit tired, perhaps, for some of you. You all get ready. You all go to school. It's going to be pretty much the same as it was yesterday. It's another school day. There's not a whole lot or a ton happening, except for one thing. Lee, there is someone else who you volunteer with at the hospital, Addie. She's about your age. Can you remind me, does she go to your school or does she go to the private school?
I think she probably goes to the private school, so Lee only ever encounters her at volunteering.
Yeah. But whether you see her or not during the day doesn't matter. You get a message from your volunteer coordinator saying that Addie is not going to be able to make it to her shift after work today, and is asking if you could cover. You can't cover because you are busy. You're planning on doing some AP stuff, some work for all those classes that you're in. But yeah, you get a message saying that she's not going to be able to go and do her volunteer shift today.
Oh.
And you're all at school, and you can do with that what you would like.
Lee's gonna be worried. So worried. Especially after what we've heard about all the stuff people missing.
Yeah. I'm not sure you have Addie's number, do you?
No, Lee has not had the courage to. Yeah, I mean, Lee has barely been able to talk with her. I imagine it's a lot of not making eye contact, very sterile interaction because he doesn't want to mess anything up.
Yeah. So you have no real way, other than social media, perhaps, of checking and finding out what's wrong. But if you'd like to do a social media research, you can.
I would love to.
Okay, social media research is society, D8.
Oh, let's go. Okay. That's one of my jams. Okay, I just barely got it. 1 degree of success.
Okay, yeah, you find her Facebook pretty easily, and you're able to see the most. She did post this morning, so that is a relief to see that she has posted on social media. So there's that instant, like, momentary of like, oh, thank goodness. Unfortunately, the post that she made this morning is that it didn't happen super recently, but yesterday, yes, that is super recently, not this morning, but yesterday morning, her mom went out for a jog in the early hours of the morning and never came back. And now that they're kind of hearing about some of the other disappearances and people going missing, this has been added to, hey, this seems like it's one of the missing people cases in town.
Okay. Lee has that relief and then his heart sinks. And he's going to send a message to the group chat and say, we have to act fast. I know someone who's missing.
Tick, 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 tick. Think we could talk to her? Question mark.
You're going to see the ... dots. And seeing Lee sitting there, it's just like oh my god, I have never been able to talk to her. and then I mean, I'd say Lee probably texts with proper punctuation, capital letters, apostrophes, everything. And then this time it's just in lowercase, like K.
Response, letter U, GUD. ...
And then just you see the bubble pop up again of typing, furious typing. And then it disappears, more typing.
Yeah.
And then
Carm closes her phone, puts it in her pocket because she knows it's going to be a minute.
And after maybe a good 20-30 minutes, just the thumbs up. He's finally settled on the thumbs up.
All right. Well, you go to school. It's Wednesday. You still have school. You head to school. Definitely by now there's starting to be a sense in the air. People have heard that people are going missing. It's not a small town, but it's not a big town. So news travels relatively fast, and you are able to hear kind of whispers and chatter. It does seem like the number of missing people has not gone up that much, actually, interestingly enough. You're hearing maybe 4 people have gone missing, which is about the same information as what you had the other day. But it's known now. It's known and kind of public information that people in the town are missing. Some people are getting really like deep into, oh my gosh, our town has a serial killer. Other people are, oh my gosh, people are getting lost in the woods, and there's that hiker who probably got killed in the storm. But the story about that pile of bones, it does seem like at least a few people have heard that and are like, that's a serial killer. Like, that's some serial killer, like, horror movie shit, like putting someone's bones in a pile. Like, something's wrong. It doesn't, no one has any actual information. No one is talking about police reports. In fact, you guys hear, like, rumors that you just know are wildly untrue, that like the bones were arranged in like a satanic summoning circle, and it's just like, no, they were in a pile.
I support those as much as I can.
Yeah. You spread the wild rumors.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. There's definitely some people who've taken this like full serial killer, mass murderer style something going on, and are just saying flat out untrue things about what's going on. But yeah, you don't hear about anything specific during the school day. So if any of you guys have a scene, anything you'd like to do during the school day, feel free to share. Otherwise, we can cut through to lunch or the end of the day. It's up to you all.
I'm still antagonizing Mike whenever possible.
Do you call his name is Mark? I'm assuming you're calling him Mike to his face.
Different M names, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Different M name every time.
Every time you see him,
that's only if I'm ever actually trying to use his name.
Mhm.
It's usually some high school variation on an insult.
Yeah. You know, he hangs out at kind of the same place every day. You know where to find him. You're allowed to walk past him and insult him.
Oh yeah.
I think that when you do, you know, the other football, he's always kind of accompanied by his posse, and they sort of fling insults back at you that are just like stupid and don't mean anything. They're just like fully dumb high school insults.
Ken and Greg.
Ken and Greg. Hey, shut up, idiot! You look like somebody shaved a gorilla suit. Fuck off.
I think I do make sure to steal Lee's notebook in math so I can take 2 sets of notes and they can sleep for that period.
Yes.
Get a nap in, buddy. You look exhausted.
And for Ruby, the only thing that will happen to you during the school day is, again, first thing in the morning, you know, you see Marisol. I think actually you guys probably, on most mornings, I think you probably drive together.
Yeah.
So, you know, she's asking about when you guys are going to hang out still. She's talking about, you know, were they missing you? She's trying to figure out, like, oh, you know, she asked at one point, like, you left pretty quickly after band practice. What's up? I thought we were going to hang out.
I'm really sorry. Veronica and we're in environmental science group together. We had something we needed to finish for a project. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to blow you off like that. This year is just, for some reason, well, I mean, it's senior year. It's just more stressful than usual, I guess.
Oh, yeah, no, I totally get it. I already have like projects and stuff too. We can I mean, other than band, I'm pretty free, you know, whenever you are. It'd be great to hang out like before. Stuff's only gonna get busier, and we've got, you know, college and stuff coming up soon. Have you thought any more about where you're gonna go? I know you were like pretty unsure.
I mean, there's a few options I was looking at. A lot of them are more like not state. So, but
Yeah. It's like, let me know when you're free and we can plan something and hang out.
yeah, I really want that.
And then, yeah, anyone else have anything they want to do during the school day? Do you think you're all sitting together at lunch again?
Yeah.
Hmm
100%.
But I'm imagining if you're sitting together, but like with other people, the cheerleaders are used to seeing this group of people. I'm gonna say one of the people on the cheer squad actually kind of comes over and oh gosh, let's see, who's this gonna be? Yeah, young person on the cheer team, Willow, who is non-binary, fairly androgynous, light skin but kind of tan person on the cheer squad, walks over and sees Lee, and in a kind of like very joking manner, just like, so, see any more dead people around recently? And a couple of the other people on the cheer squad laugh.
And Lee is just it's gonna be like just this look of horror on his face when he turns.
Yeah, it's okay, Lee. We know you were a little out of it yesterday.
But
Don't-
Lee has no response. It's just like
Yeah.
fear.
Hey, leave him alone. Dude's working at the hospital and taking AP. He's tired as hell.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize you worked at the hospital. I thought you were like making a joke the other day. And like
Yeah.
trying to be funny?
That old guy. Oh shit, what was his name? Lee.
Mr. Kumar.
Yeah, he passed the other day.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And I think now you get like all of these cheerleaders like surrounding you, kind of being like, oh my gosh, like that's so sad. Like you work at the hospital and like they're asking you all these questions about what you do and they're like trying to comfort you. I think it's a total 180 from at first they were like, haha, dead people. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she actually does see dead people. Like, what is that like? How do you handle that? Like, that must be such a stressful thing. And you're also taking AP classes. Like, oh my gosh. Like, and they just kind of like flock around you.
I think through the flock, there's like a moment where Carm catches Lee's eye and she just goes, gotcha.
I really want there to be a moment where Ruby makes eye contact with Veronica and just like raises an eyebrow and just continues eating.
She's just like behind Carm's back, like, this is what Lee deserves, yes. Be fawned over. This is great.
Yeah, Lee would have like a grateful look to Carm, and I think inside, like he doesn't recognize it right now, but the appreciation for the distraction, because the entire time, the entire day, he's just been worried about Addie's parent and just being like, okay, I hope we can do something. I hope we can save them.
Yeah. So you get a nice little distraction, a nice little break, and it comes to the end of your school day. We're gonna go ahead and fast forward a little bit because not a lot happens during school usually. It is Wednesday, and again, you're all busy right after school, as is typical. But today it is flip-flopped from yesterday. Where now Ruby and Veronica, you guys are going to be busy longer, and Carm and Lee, you guys are going to be free earlier. So your responsibilities flipped today. Normally, Carmilla, you would work a lot more, but it is the first week of school, so John gave you a little tiny bit of leeway.
Yeah, against my wishes. I need to eat,
Yes.
John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, what do you think the two of you are going to do? Are you planning on meeting up again? There's other things you can do. You can take more recreation. You can do fun stuff as well, despite the fact this is serious horror game where we come and laugh for 3.5 hours. You guys can do hobbies, enjoy yourselves, or go for it.
I'm going to text Lee when theater is done, when I'm done with the theater tech stuff. I go, hey, you free?
Yeah.
Meet me at the parking lot.
Okay, I'll be there.
And we arrive, I go, hey, so the other two are still in activities.
Mhm.
I know we want to go talk to... I didn't catch her name. I don't think you texted it earlier.
Addie.
Yeah. But we have time before they're available. So here, and Carm will toss her helmet to you.
He'll
Put
try
that
to catch it, and it'll bounce a little bit, and he'll say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'll pay for any damage."
It's a helmet. No. It's a helmet. It's meant to get roughed up.
Okay.
Get on. And I will take Lee for a little, like, not like stressful, but like a little motorcycle cruise through like the back roads of like the foresty sides of town, just as like stress relief for the both of us, because Lee's been really, really stressed out. And so have I.
Yeah, definitely. And you can count that as a group recreation. You can remove 1 stress. If you'd like to, you can also spend some of your inspiration here.
Yes.
The way that inspiration works is usually, just through talking to each other. As you have conversation and are encouraging, you can inspire each other, which either you can clear extra, you can spend 1 inspiration to clear 2 extra stress, or 2 inspiration to clear a strain effect.
I only have 1 inspiration maximum.
So, do you still have a strain, Carm?
I do still have frustrated as a strain effect, yeah.
Okay, so I have 4 inspiration.
Oh, damn.
So I'd like to spend 2 of them to help you clear your frustration.
Absolutely. I appreciate the hell out of you for that.
Can I ask, what do you think that Lee says to kind of encourage Carm in this moment?
There's a part of me that thinks like Lee looks up to Carm as being such an independent person who's really got their shit together. And so I imagine that a lot of it is Lee opening up and relying on Carm and saying, like, I have to confess, I have had a crush on Addie for the longest time, and that's why I'm scared.
That's that is so fair. It is really difficult talking to the people that you are interested in. Like, it's a tough thing.
Yeah. Is there anyone you're interested in?
Huh. I mean, I never really gave it much thought before.
Yeah.
Anyone
that makes you feel stronger than you are, or makes your heart flutter?
And she steps on the gas.
Ah!
After like a second of like, holy shit. She does say something, but you can't catch it between like the sound of the motor, the wind, and
Lee will just be like, yeah, even not hearing it.
yeah. And I think with the like assigning reason to part of the frustration is what that was like, I actually can't stand Mark because of these reasons, because I like Veronica and I can't stand seeing him treat her that way. And then like leaning into, we take like a windy road too, so you get that like nice momentum in the turns.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and then we
Yeah.
head back to school for the time that Veronica and Ruby be done their additional work.
Yep. Yeah, so with that, as you get your nice, relaxing, free time, it's really the first free time that you have spent in the last, I mean, it's only been a couple days. It's only Wednesday. All of this just started. It's been so fast. But yeah, you head back down to meet up with the others to possibly go talk to, for Lee, possibly talk to your crush, also possibly talk to some ghosts if you can find any. And that is where we are going to leave it off for today. When we pick back up, we will see where we go next. With that, I'm going to have you all go around and outro yourself. Say who you are, who you're playing, what power you're playing, and a little bit about yourself and where you can be found. And if people remember, your memory test for today is to reverse the order, except Neon still goes last.
Ah. Hi, I think that means I'm first. I'm Cait. You can find me across all socials at @handscait. I use she, they pronouns, and I am playing Veronica Nicole, who uses she, her pronouns, and her power is she's an apex. Beyond that, you can find me here, for a couple more Saturdays, and Wednesdays over on New Age Geeks for Queer and Present Danger, and then opposite Wednesdays, Tales Guild for Tales of Aegis. And also keep an eye on the Kurt Awards social media as we begin to post more exciting things, including that nominations do open on April 1st and close April 30th. So if you have some amazing creators, including these wonderful nerds, make sure to go out and nominate them for a whole bunch of different award categories.
Yeah.
That's me.
Do it.
Yeah. Alrighty, hey y'all, I'm Monroe. I use he, they pronouns. You can find me online at Monroe as a game designer, writer, and sensitivity reader. And you can find me on Thursdays, I forgot to mention this last time, House of Dreams, playing Vampire the Masquerade as Gabriel Toreador, who I'm having a blast playing.
Hot.
And
Yeah.
Yep. And I am playing Ruby Rivera, who uses any and all pronouns, whose power is Floralist, which I'm so excited to get into.
Yes. I'm Matt, he, him pronouns. You can find me everywhere as Improv and RPG. And today I was playing Lee, he, they pronouns. The soon-to-be master of necrometry. He's gotta do it for love. So I'm so pumped. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Y'all are fantastic. And I'll pass it over to Neon.
Hi, yeah, that's me. Hi, good to see all of you. Still, I've been the lovely Neon Graffiti. You can find me on all social media platforms at It's Neon Graffiti, or you can find me at the Logomancy Media stuff as well. So at Logomancy Media, you can just tell them that you want me, or I sent you, or I don't know, whatever, and it'll get to me. We've had a lovely time playing Emergent today, but don't forget to check out the Trans Lifeline. I have to point that way. Haha, the Trans Lifeline. The Trans Lifeline. We are doing Tiltify and donations for them. Thank you once again, Matt, for putting that in the chat. So check out that link if you'd like. Go find reasons to donate, including breaking news. Get little shout outs during our break time for yourself or your shows, or little funny little shout outs like today's from Ampersands. You can give us dice rolls, which Ampersands also gave us today. Thank you, Ampersands. If you donate $25 or more, you can buy the Emergent core rulebook. And then there are some tiers for powering up the monster or powering up us as characters, so you can affect the game in real time. And then finally, if you really love trans people and you really want to see me suffer, donate $100 and I'll drink some really spicy stuff that'll take me out for a few minutes. Thank you so much, everyone. Be sure to tune in next week for about the same time for more Emergent, and also tune in Monday at, I believe, 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time for our Mega Man XD&D series that's going right now with the lovely Ramshackle Wizard, or James, is running that. So we'll see you around. Does anyone else have any final remarks?
I need to do my own outro before you do yours.
Quinn!
You should have sent it to me first. It's fine. Hey everybody,
I'm
thank you so
sorry.
much. It's okay.
It's okay.
I forget it too. Technically Neon is supposed to be last, but I can be last today.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone. Thank you players, everyone for playing. I love this game and this is my favorite part of it because I just get to sit back and watch you do anything you want to, and it's really fun. And I have stopped officially trying to make this a horror game, and I'm just gonna laugh at you guys for 3.5 hours every Saturday, and it's gonna be amazing and fantastic for me.
This is the fun. This is the before the storm.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Things are about to get real next week. So you can find me here next week and the week after running this here. You can also find me if you want to see me as a player every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am over with Zeal Zaddy playing Magnus Archives Miami. It is also a horror game. Come and watch me try and, I don't know, my character is like being possessed by a building, something. I don't know. Something weird is happening to my character in that game, and I'm really excited to find out what it is. And we will see you back here next week for episode 3 of 4. The scene has been set. The players know about the monster. They have their powers. We'll see if they manage to kill it in the next couple of weeks. I'm sure it'll be fine, and nothing bad is going to happen to them.
Nothing
And
bad ever happened.
Nothing bad ever happens. Ever.
Ever.
And that's our game for today. Neon, is there anyone to rate out to?
I don't know. Give me a second. I did so many things, and then I forgot to see if anyone's rating out right now. Anyone's worth rating out to at the moment. Unfortunately, it looks like no one's live.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Then
no one at the moment. Well,
go
if
and have
that's
a great
the case,
day. Enjoy your Saturday.
go have a great day.
Yeah.
Check out all the lovely people that I mean, you should be subscribed to every TTRPG channel at this point. Come on, notifications on, folks.
Every
'Cause
Discord
who
server.
knows?
You should be in 99 of them, obviously.
At least.
I mean, Discord servers, maybe not, but like Twitch, give people a follow, give them a little subscribe. You'll get notifications when cool little things are happening. And I mean, all of these people are phenomenal players, and go find them literally everywhere. So until next time, stay safe, love each other, support trans people, and I don't know, watch behind the ears, I guess. See you next time.
See you next week.